Protas waiting for teammates. Protas had it stripped by McDavid. McDavid battling with Tom Wilson. Puck sent back out to the right point. Down by Carson. Scores!
Well, the forecheck by Tom Wilson starts the whole play. Great support by Protas, who eventually the puck gets back to the net, and he's rewarded by going to the blue paint. So forecheck, low to high, redirect, puck ends up in the back of the net.
And for Skinner, you'd like to say control your rebound a little bit better.
Puck held in by Chatrooms. And now the Oilers back into the Washington zone. First save of the night made by Logan Thompson. And now Ekholm with it. Back to Wallman. Up the boards and out. 3-on-2 for the Oilers. Here's puck, pulls it. Shot by Draisaitl. Turned aside by Thompson.
He's an option so far deep into the corner. Good rush chance here for the Oilers. Podkolzin elects to give it to Draisaitl.
Ryan Leonard quickly back into the Oilers zone for Sandin. Now Van Riemsdyk with a shot. That's knocked down by Skinner. Darnell Nurse back in his own line for the Oilers. 5.5 in, first period. Alexei Protas with the game's first goal. And now a save on Henrique by Thompson.
Good chance there for Henrique. Caps caught, puck watching, and weak side was open. Another good save for Thompson.
Oilers shoot back in. Matt Roy scored his first goal of the season Monday night against his former club, the LA Kings. Ovechkin had the other. Career goal number 903. Now Strome. Back out to the point for Roy. Then across for Chatrooms. Score! Chatrooms from long range with traffic in front. 2-0 Washington.
Let's keep an eye in front of the net with Stuart Skinner. But again, board work, low to high, very similar to the first goal of the game. Beauvillier is in front of the net. It's definitely redirected. It looks like the grade 8 might have touched that puck, but there's the battle in front. Oh, it looks like he can play his position, Bush, and the Edmonton Oilers are looking at that play. You got to let the goaltender play his position. Didn't look like there was any contact.
Avalanche on fire. They've lost only one game in regulation.
And that game was as ugly as it appeared, too. I mean, the Oilers did not play very good in that game.
Shot by Nurse.
Did that go in? It might have hit the inside pad there and in behind Thompson.
So the Oilers come right back. It was not an initial reaction from either side, but it is an Edmonton goal.
Yeah, right in. Hits the pad and comes right out.
I thought Podkolzin got a piece of it in front, at least from my vantage point. It looked like it changed direction from my angle. It looked like Nurse was first on the zone. Oh, no, it goes off the defender. Excuse me.
Here's Bouchard for Edmonton.
How do you see why these guys are playing 24, 25 minutes a night? Go big hit.
By Emerson in the neutral zone.
Good hit there. Carlson trying to jump into play.
Now it is Leonard. Moves to his right. Shoots and scores. Ryan Leonard, his fourth of the season. Caps back on top by 2.
Emerson is not able to control this puck. It's both him and Draisaitl overskated. I thought Leonard was going to shoot the puck right away there, Bush.
Competitive. Yeah, the goals and points haven't been there, but they've been happy with his play early on.
Puck comes down to Nurse. Score! Nurse scored the first Edmonton goal. And now he has another as the Oilers pull to within 1.
Front of the net. You had Frederick out there as well. Face-off win. Hustle by Hyman. We talked about it in the open. The boys did that great interview with them prior to the game. That's the effort you get from Zach Hyman. That doesn't happen, Bush.
Which we used to see all the time from the Oilers back in the 80s. You were a part of any of those. Two-hand stopped by Skinner.
Big save there. Huge save.
A couple of goals from that side. This is a play by Leonard to do.
It really is. It really is. Now McDavid finds Roslovic. towards the net. Shot stopped by Thompson.
Well, he read that beautifully. Wow, what a stop for Savoy. Here's that beautiful backhand pass by Roslovic. Forehand, I thought he was going to go backhand, but the quick little stick handle just doesn't maybe elevate it the way that he wanted here, Bush. Because I thought he was going to fake the shot and just pull it laterally towards the camera here. That's what separated it from a lot of players. But amazing to get to that 900-plus goals.
Here comes Leonard. Leonard, backhand shot, score! His second of the night. 4-2 Caps.
A couple of great skills here. The puck protection, the leaning in, the strength, and then look at his skill level. Forehand, backhand. No chance for Stuart Skinner. Because I'm not sure if Evan Bouchard just did not get a great angle here, Bouch.
Sent in by Tomasic. With the Oilers trailing the Caps 4-2. Out in front, score! Tomasic back in the lineup.
What a play.
It's a scratch in the last 2 games, 4 of the last 5. He pulls Edmonton to within a goal with his second of the season.
Period where he did not go there, but Tomasic off the skate, right to the stick on the backhand, and the Oilers within 1.
Wow, what a heads-up play by Mangiapane. And again, a little bit more difficult poke check on that side.
And the save by Skinner.
That went off Ekholm, and then the quick...
Save by Thompson at the other end on McDavid.
Draisaitl alertly springs McDavid in.
Puck play by Ovechkin along the wall.
Good help, Chychrun there to get that puck out of harm's way.
Here's Strome with Pavillier. Going Strome across. Pavillier scores! The 4th 2-goal lead of the night for the Washington Capitals.
Ovechkin throws his puck back into the middle of the ice, and then it's right there. The sweep of the stick by Chychrun allows the 2-1 to happen, and then Strome gets it over to Beauvillier.
I'd love to see Ekholm play that a little bit better.
Puck loose behind the net. Roy slides it into the corner. Draisaitl out it there. Now Bouchard with it. McDavid across. Score! Draisaitl connects on the power play. And for the 4th time tonight, after trailing by 2, the Oilers cut it to 1.
Until this one here. Great recovery. And then Connor McDavid goes to work. Perfectly placed, and don't know if he was anticipating that being Logan Thompson there, Bush.
Back around, Hyman. Tipped away from him by Ferravari. Held in by Nurse. And now the Caps come out with it. Net is empty. Score! 6-4 Washington. Tom Wilson into the empty net. Team leading 10th.
Wins the battle to create the chance. He goes out, stop and starts, reads the play, right out on Nurse pressure. There's the support. And then he gets the pass from McMichael and puts it right into the empty net.
You know, I give Washington credit. There was a couple of shifts there before we had the break where
career high for Connor McMichael. It's 80s night, and this game certainly has the feel of what we used to see back in the games. The games involving the Oilers to the empty net. Another empty net goal for Tom Wilson.
Well, a shot blocked there with the left skate by Tom Wilson.
Capitals win it 7-4. Brian Leonard with his first career 2-goal game. Here's Sergachev, lost the puck. Will Smith.
Including U of A campus, St. Jean, King Edward Park, and Mill Creek Ravine South, and the northeast edge of Argyle. If you come across any lights out or flashing, use a four-way stop procedure to get through. 75th Street and 76th Avenue intersection is included in that outage. We have heavy delays stemming off in all directions here. A fresh chicken soup lucky meal from Jew with the Greek turns you into the Greek god of almost anything, like returning pants with no receipt. Eat like a Greek, conquer the day. From Global One, I'm Jackson McNulty.
Thank you, Jackson. BC opposition leader John Rustad says the province's Conservative Party has been talking with Alberta Premier Danielle Smith about the latter's proposed pipeline to the coast. The comments come after BC Premier David Eby said the BC Conservatives had been engaged in what he described as secret conversations with Alberta about the proposal. Rustad says the talks are not a secret, and the provincial Conservatives have also been engaged in conversations with Saskatchewan and others about the topic. The Globe and Mail reported this week that Ottawa and Alberta were close to signing an MOU on a project that would allow some tanker traffic on the coast of BC. Well, a survey of Canadians' perceptions around food affordability and purchasing behaviors suggests consumers have changed how they shop, cook, and eat in response to rising prices.
The latest food sentiment index from Dalhousie University finds food is still the top financial concern for Canadians, more than utilities, housing, transportation, and entertainment. About 20% of respondents say they now spend more than $600 per month on food at home, up slightly from the last survey in the spring. A combined 46% spend between $300 and $600 a month. To keep a lid on their grocery bill, many consumers are seeking out sales and discounts, while others say they're using more coupons or going to cheaper stores. Michelle Zedekian, The Canadian Press.
Chris, just want to confirm that Calvin Pickard is starting.
Calvin is a starting goalie, yes.
All right, when it comes to defending in front of your goal, of course, that was the main talking point between you and some of your players yesterday. Is that really going to be put to the test against a Lightning squad that has a lot of weapons up front?
Yeah, very dangerous. A lot of offense. I know they're maybe missing a couple defensemen, but their forward group is pretty much what they have, but very dangerous. And a team that's, despite being shorthanded, they're playing really well. So, we've had some high event games against Tampa Bay when we've played them in the years previous, and hopefully we can limit those events a little bit with them tonight and play a little bit better defensively.
I know you said yesterday that you liked a lot of what you saw as the game went on against the Capitals in terms of offense. What do you need to continue to see against this Lightning squad to generate a little bit more offense?
Yeah, getting around the net. Even just having guys around the net creates a lot more space on the outside, and they can make some plays. And I thought we did a pretty good job generating offense, but we got to do a better job on responding on transition. When we lose the puck, how are we getting back and getting above their guys? Too often we got caught, whether it's forwards just being late coming back or defense maybe a little over aggressive on the pinch, that they got a lot of chances off the rush, especially later in the game. It was more of the defensive zone early.
What do you feel and what do you know about this group coming off that loss yesterday and what they want to accomplish today?
Finding their game. They're obviously disappointed, frustrated with the way things are going right now, and the expectations are higher for the group. And everyone wants to get back on track and play good hockey.
Well, the Edmonton Oilers look to rebound in the second half of this back-to-back in Tampa, and I'm pleased to be joined by Sportsnet's Jack Michaels as the Edmonton Oilers postgame in Washington. Jack talked about how the team on the defensive side of the puck simply needs to be better, especially in front of the net, and that will certainly be put to the test with the likes of Kucherov, Point, Gensel, just to name a few here tonight.
Yeah, and they get Nick Paul back as well. Tampa's been a little banged up. They're without their top two defensemen in Victor Hedman and Ryan McDonough. That's the good news. The bad news is the Oilers aren't catching the Tampa club that won one of their first 8 games. Yeah. Instead, they're getting the Lightning team that's won 9 of their last 12.
But at this point, Edmonton can't worry about what the other team's doing. To your point, the Oilers need a quicker start, and a quicker start in terms of concentration on the defensive side of the puck early. Again, chasing games. They haven't won a game on the road all year long when the opposition gets the first goal. Well, Washington got the first 2 last night. And Edmonton's going to need a save or 2, but they're also going to need to clean up the area in front of their net. We've seen on this road trip time and again, guys, in front of the net, getting second chances. Protas last night for Washington, and that's got to be cleaned up. You got to help your goaltender out, especially when the goaltenders at times have been struggling like the rest of the hockey club. So I think Edmonton did a lot on the positive side last night. They completely outplayed Washington for much of the game. I think the Capitals' shot attempts were around 40 for the whole night.
Yeah.
I mean, that's shot attempts, not even shots on goal. And they outshot the Caps 16-5 in the third. But, as so often has been the case this season, too little too late. Yeah. They didn't quite start on time. So a quicker start, a couple of saves early. But 5-on-5, I thought we saw a significant improvement last night on the offensive side of the puck. Now you got to clean up the defensive details, and that's something that Tampa has done, and that's why the Lightning have ripped off 9 of their last 12.
The Oilers are 5-1-2 on home ice, but away from Rogers Place 4-8-2. Can you put your finger as to why there's
poor starts?
It is the poor starts.
They haven't won a game on the road.
Okay.
When they've spotted the opposition the first goal. So to me, it's not always. The first goal can't dictate how the whole game's going to go. So that could be a statistical anomaly, but generally speaking, it's time to stop the toe in the water approach. They've got to establish their own game, and that starts by getting it on the forecheck, making it physical, and getting themselves emotionally engaged in the game. And I thought the Oilers did that through large stretches of the game against Washington. I thought it was a better game. Buffalo, I'm sorry, they deserve what they got. Last night was a case of the Oilers running out of time. But the way you don't run out of time is you start on time. Yeah. And I think on the road, we've seen at times Edmonton allowing another team to dictate how the beginning of the game is going to go. I think one of the things I'd like to see, and one of the things you often see on the second of a back-to-back, and I realize that the Oilers haven't won their previous 4 back halves of back-to-backs, but you often see the team that played the night before with their legs going early.
Yeah.
Edmonton needs to take advantage of that. They're going to be on autopilot for the first 30 minutes of this game. And if you can push yourselves and get out to a lead, then maybe you have enough juice in the tank to hang on. But it starts with a better start tonight, and I think that accounts for some of the road struggles we've seen, Tony.
And how about tonight's opposition? The Tampa Bay Lightning, of course, you just mentioned 9 wins in their last 12 games. What are you seeing from this club coached by John Cooper? You always feel like any club that's coached by John Cooper will eventually turn it around, and they've done exactly that.
Yeah, they have. And, it obviously starts with their top-end players, one of whom is having a tough start to the year. And one of the guys that was an early ad for Team Canada is Braden Point. Yeah. You really hope, if you're an Oiler fan, that tonight's not the night he gets off the schneid, because I think he's one of the world's top 20 players if he's going, especially going early. Kucherov has usually saved his best for Edmonton. His best career numbers are head-to-head against the Oilers, and of course, they've still got a guy in net, in Andrei Vasilevsky, who, there have been times where he's given up 4 against the Oilers and been the reason they've won the game. He is still, in my mind, especially now that the back has settled down, didn't get off to the greatest start like the rest of his club this year, but for my money, I'm not sure I'm putting my mortgage on any other goaltender in the league than Andrei Vasilevsky if I need one win. Mm-hmm. So, this is a tall order. This is a brutal back-to-back. It's an hour ride out to Dulles Airport. It's a 2-hour flight. It's a 2:30 a.m. arrival at the hotel. There's lots of reasons not to win this game, Tony. But I think Edmonton needs to summon that resolve. I think they will tonight, because the opposition merits the kind of respect and attention that's demanded, even at this still relatively early stage of the year. Yeah. I think the fact, you talked about the opponent will I think, help sharpen Edmonton's focus and attention to detail.
And if the Oilers want to come out on top and achieve victory number 10 tonight, they'll have to start on time, and that time is 5:30 p.m. Mountain.
Has signed. I think you're seeing similar situations in Edmonton, and I think a lot of that has to do with how the players are treated. A lot has to do with the facilities that exist in Edmonton, and a lot has to do with 97 and 29.
I'm curious what you both make of Patrick Waugh's interaction with Mikko Rantanen following the boarding of Alex Romanov. We know that Waugh's a fiery coach, a fiery person. He's kind of going at him as he went down the tunnel. Anything to make of that situation there, John, in your opinion, or just a case of a fired-up individual?
Well, the secondary storyline there, Brendan, is that, Patrick Waugh coached Rantanen in Colorado. So that, I think, I surprised a lot more people that he would actually get that angry with someone that he actually knows pretty well. Patrick was a fiery guy, has always been a fiery guy as a player. Robbie, you can identify to that, and always was as a coach, whether it be in the Q or in the NHL. So from that perspective, it doesn't, I'm not surprised. I would also not be surprised if we hear in the next 4 or 5 days that the NHL has fined him. You don't have to do the fine before the next game, but there'll be some discussions. And I can guarantee you for sure that yesterday, Patrick Waugh did receive a phone call from Colin Campbell to say, hey, watch what you say when you say it.
Yeah, I mean, you can't take the fire out of a player. If he's a player, if he's a coach, if he's got that in him, certain moments will happen. Then you're like, he'll explode. I got no problem with what he did, and he can afford any fine he gets.
But Rob, let me ask you this.
Yeah.
Do you think the Islander players would appreciate it?
I would. If someone ran me head first on the boards and I was hurt, I'd be happy. I'd be excited that the coach stood up for me. I really would. I don't like when a coach says something to a player on the ice during a game that makes him angry that he wants to beat me up. But I do understand at the end of a game, hey, you know what? I'm going to stand up for my player. What he did was wrong. And I'm angry at it because I lost a good player in that altercation. And yes, I'm going to stand up for my player. So yeah, I'd be happy with that.
I love it. That's old school.
It is. You know why the NHL's got such big business, and it's almost at times, because every rink's the same now. They all look the same. There's almost a level of being antiseptic in the game, and we have lost a little bit of that color. The story. The video of Pat Burns running down the hall at Barry Melrose, and John Tortorella, and even players interacting. We're not like the NBA yet, where they're hugging and shaking hands before the game. But emotion is a huge part of our game, and I don't think there's anything wrong with it at the time. It's real. It's real. There's nothing phony about it. That's the greatest thing about hockey, is that there are very few times that you think it's fake. It is real all the time, and it's the greatest reality show we've ever had.
All right, guys. Appreciate it very much. John, we'll talk to you on an upcoming edition of the City Ford Face-Off Show. Tonight's Heavy Lift is brought to you by Contract Equipment Limited, Canada's premium heavy equipment dealer with rentals and sales. Where do we want to go with the heavy lift tonight?
Well, I think the heavy lift tonight is Calvin Pickard. He needs a big game. The Oilers need a big game out of him. And all eyes are on the goaltending of the Edmonton Oilers, more so tonight on Calvin Pickard in a game that the Edmonton Oilers want to turn things in the right direction. I think it starts with Calvin Pickard in net.
Well said, Rob. That is it for the City Ford Face-Off Show. Big thanks to Kellen Kennedy here at Ched Control for keeping it online. The Oilers and Lightning meeting next at Benchmark International Arena. Cam and Bob with the call in mere minutes. Friesen Brothers puck drop coming up just after 5:30. Rogers Game Night is next. I'll talk to you at the first intermission. Enjoy the action.
Hi, I'm Scott Reeve of Cupboards Express. From the mailbag, Rob of Rimby writes, you can repair, reface, or refinish rough doors? Right you are, Rob, and reasonably. Penny of Pinoca poses, can you possibly produce any personalized patriotic pose? Positively and proudly, Penny. And Carson of Carstairs comments, can you continue the current complimentary countertop campaign? The company concurs. Cupboards Express will continue comping a countertop with kitchens till Christmas. See in store for details. Cupboards Express.
At Edmonton Kubota, they power Alberta's hardest workers, from the farmers who feed the people to the crews who build communities. Whether you're running orange in the field, yard, or job site, the Edmonton Kubota team's here with dependable sales, service, and parts to keep you moving. From compact tractors and RTVs to track loaders and excavators, Kubota delivers performance that works as hard as you do. Because at Edmonton Kubota, they don't just sell machines, they stand behind the people who run them. We are Kubota. You are our family.
Adventure starts at Riverside Honda. Home of the 2026 Honda ATVs and side-by-sides. Built with legendary Honda reliability. These machines are ready to tackle every season with ease. Sick of shoveling? Add a Honda plow system and your Honda ATV becomes your winter workhorse. Visit 15 Inglewood Drive in St. Albert and discover the full lineup of Honda ATVs and side-by-sides now. It's your dream. Ride it at Riverside Honda. Shop local. Shop Canadian. Online at riversidehonda.com.
Foot stomping anthems, sweet harmonies, good time vibes. Tim and the Glory Boys hit the stage at the Century Casino Edmonton this Friday. When you know, you know. Quickly becoming one of Canada's most beloved country bands, Tim and the Glory Boys bring together an unforgettable mix of high-energy music and heartfelt lyrics. Do not miss this night of music, fun, and community. Tim and the Glory Boys at Century Casino Edmonton this Friday. Get your tickets now at Ticketmaster.
Hi, I'm Stacey Brotzel. It's Jiffy season, and my to-do list is in full swing. I've already checked off eaves cleaning and yard cleanup, and next is a furnace tune-up with Albert. The best part, I booked my Jiffy jobs in seconds, and the pros work around my schedule. Take care of your home maintenance the easy way, the Jiffy way. Download the Jiffy app or sign up at jiffyondemand.com with the code CHED for $25 off your first job. Jiffy, Canada's #1 home maintenance app.
Make game day a great day with Wilhauk Beef Jerky.
With the season upon us, familiar fall routines start to take shape. Practice, game day, all the traveling in between. One snack that's with me wherever I am. That's my bag of Wilhauk Beef Jerky. Tender, tasty, full of flavor. I may travel for a living, but I always snack local with some of Leduc's finest.
Wilhauk Beef Jerky. Some say it's the best.
This is Oil Country.
Here comes McDavid. This town explodes!
And this is Rogers Game Night. Portions of this exclusive NHL broadcast are brought to you by Ford, official partner of the Edmonton Oilers. Ready, set, Ford. Molson, official beer of the Edmonton Oilers. Whether it's Canadian, Ultra, Export, or Excel, there's a Molson with your name on it. Must be legal drinking age. And Rogers, this is our game. Now your host for Rogers Game Night, Bob Stauffer, on the Oilers Radio Network.
Well, it's a phrase we've deployed far too much during the course of this season. The Edmonton Oilers look to get their fortunes turned around, coming off back-to-back losses, 5-1 in Buffalo on Monday night, and last night 7-4 in Washington. The Oilers make the 2.5-hour flight down to Tampa Bay, brutal back-to-back. Kelvin Pickard gets the start against one of the league's best goaltenders, Andrei Vasilevsky. Edmonton dead last in save percentage and desperate to score first, get the lead, and get a win. Coming up on Rogers Game Night, Oilers head coach Chris Knobloch. Inside the game analyst Rob Brown. There is a total of 17 minutes to face off. This is Rogers Game Night on the Oilers Radio Network.
Get ready for a feast like no other. 40-ounce steak night is back this November at the Canadian Brew House. Sink your teeth into a hand-cut 40-ounce ribeye with all the fixins for just $49.99. Tickets available now in store or at thecanadianbrewhouse.com.
Rogers is Canada's most reliable 5G Plus network, so you can stream Edmonton Oilers games and see Leon scoring in Leduc. Watch Ty tie things up in Tofield. Unbelievable! Or check out Connor doing Connor things in Kalmar. And even watch Stu steal the show while you're in Sedalia. Try saying that 3 times fast. Rogers, this is our game.
Get ready for a feast like no other. 40-ounce steak night is back this November at the Canadian Brew House. Sink your teeth into a hand-cut 40-ounce ribeye with all the fixins for just $49.99. Tickets available now in store or at thecanadianbrewhouse.com.
This is the Game File on the Oilers Radio Network.
Finding their game. They're obviously disappointed, frustrated with the way things are going right now, and the expectations are higher for the group. And everyone wants to get back on track and play good hockey.
There you go. That is Edmonton Oilers head coach Chris Knobloch just before tonight's game. This is Rogers Game Night, courtesy of Rogers. This is our game. We're in the Legacy Heating and Cooling broadcast booth. Legacy Heating and Cooling, home and no payments and no interest for 1 year. Cam Moon, Jack Michaels, Rob Brown, Brendan Escott, Aidan Gannam, myself, Bob Stauffer, all part of the Oilers Radio Network. Studio producers this season, Kellen Kennedy at the helm tonight, and Eamon Hashem and Ray Bryan is our engineer here in Tampa Bay. We'll go to the injury report for MIC, proud partner, official medical imaging provider to the Edmonton Oilers. So Ryan Nugent-Hopkins, Noah Philp, Curtis Lazar, all not available on this trip. Undisclosed with RNH. Upper body injuries, Philp and Lazar. Lower body injury, Kasperi Kapanen. And he not expected back till December the 1st. Tampa Bay tonight will have 3 of their top 4 defensemen out of the lineup, including all-world defender Victor Hedman, undisclosed. Ryan McDonough, who went plus 43. Plus 43, that's pretty good last season. Undisclosed. Eric Chernak's been dealing with a lower body issue. Didn't look like he was out for the pregame warm-up. And actually 4 of their top 6, because Maxwell Crozier has emerged as a pretty decent young defenseman as well. He is out tonight as well for the Tampa Bay Lightning. Okay. Nick Paul back in the lineup for the Lightning. He will play on their second line. Speaking of lines of the game for PlayAlberta.ca, the official gaming partner of the Edmonton Oilers, Connor McDavid up front with Zach Hyman on the left side and Jack Roslovic. So basically how the lines finish the game: Draisaitl with Podkolzin and Mangiapane. It'll be Henrique with Frederick and Matt Savoy. Tomashik and Janmark on the fourth line will rotate through with other forwards. The Oilers go 11-7. They only got 18 healthy skaters, and they're capped out right now, so they couldn't make a recall even if they wanted to. Nurse and Bouchard, Ekholm and Wallman, Kulak and Emerson Regula, the extra D, will play. Kelvin Pickard starts in goal. He has an .830 save percentage in 6 appearances this year. He'll oppose Andre Vasilevsky, who in his career is a .917, but this year he's .906 at 7-5-2 at 2.56 goals against that average. Anthony Cirelli with Brandon Hagel and Kucherov. Braden Point with Gunsel and Paul are the top 2 lines for Tampa Bay. Oilers got to get to Tampa Bay's D. It's that simple. The Oilers Hockey Fights Cancer 50-50, presented by Rogers, is now live. Play now for a chance to win early bird prizes, including $500 for Skip and 2 tickets to Hardy at Rogers Place. Get your tickets now at EdmontonOilers.com/50-50 for more chances to win. 10 minutes to face off. This is Rogers Game Night on the Oilers Radio Network.
Find more ways to save at Real Canadian Superstore. Unlock savings through always low-priced items, multi-save, club size, fresh promise, hit of the month offers, ad match, and more. Find everything you need from grocery staples, fresh produce, prepared meals, and multicultural assortments to clothing, home, entertainment, health, and beauty. Plus, PC Optimum members save more. Open the PC Optimum app to load exclusive super coupons and weekly points offers. Real Canadian Superstore. Proudly Canadian. See weekly flyer for details.
Can an energy provider make you feel carefree? We think so. Because who doesn't like to be surrounded by good energy? Great rates always. Gimmicks never. Perks that reward your loyalty and energy experts who know what's what. Carefree just feels good. Encore by Epcor, your carefree electricity and natural gas provider.
Customers are free to purchase natural gas or electricity services from a retailer of their choice. For a list of retailers, visit ucahelps.alberta.ca or call 310-4822 toll-free.
This is Rogers Game Night on the Oilers Radio Network.
Yeah, very dangerous. A lot of offense. I know they're maybe missing a couple defensemen, but their forward group is pretty much what they have, but very dangerous. And a team that's, despite being shorthanded, they're playing really well. So, we've had some high event games against Tampa Bay when we've played them in the years previous, and hopefully we can limit those events a little bit with them tonight and play a little bit better defensively.
That is Edmonton Oilers head coach Chris Knobloch. Let's go to the Pizza 73 out-of-town scoreboard, brought to you by Pizza 73, the official pizza of the Edmonton Oilers. There are 11 other games tonight in the NHL. No score, Columbus and struggling Toronto in the first. Injury-riddled New Jersey, scoreless with Florida in the first. Edmonton and Florida on Saturday. Florida's got a bunch of injuries, too. St. Louis at Philadelphia. Blues are up 1-0 in the first. The Islanders up 1-0 over Detroit in the first. Ovechkin has scored for the Capitals. They lead Montreal 1-0 in the first. Later tonight, Seattle at Chicago. The Rangers are in Colorado. Vegas LA at the San Jose Sharks. Dallas and Vancouver. And Ottawa visits the surging Anaheim Ducks. Edmonton Oil Kings got their 9-game winning streak come to an end last night. Second of a back-to-back. 3-2 headed to the third. They lost 5-2 to the Kelowna Rockets. Kelowna's hosting the Memorial Cup. Edmonton's got a real good team there. Down a couple players for that game last night. They'll be making some additions there in Prince George this weekend. Bakersfield Condors beat Calgary 5-2 Tuesday night. They're in Ontario tomorrow night. Stay tuned following the game for the Alberta Blue Cross Travel Insurance Goal Game. Whatever life brings, we got the coverage you need. Visit ab.bluecross.ca. And we go to Legacy Heating and Cooling. Who's hot, who's not? Legacy Heating and Cooling, home and no payments, no interest for 1 year. Leon Draisaitl on a 4-game point streak, 4 goals and 8 points during that stretch. And who's not? Trent Frederick does not have a point in 19 games. 7 minutes to face off. This is Rogers Game Night on the Oilers Radio Network.
Hey, Paul Brandt here. Big skies, rugged landscapes. Now that's Alberta in a nutshell. And if you're looking for an SUV that can keep up with this place, check out the Ford Bronco. Built for those who crave adventure, with serious off-road capability and style to spare. Whether you're hitting the mountain trails or exploring the back roads, it's the perfect ride for those who want to experience everything this province has to offer. The Ford Bronco. Adventure awaits at your Alberta Ford dealer. And tell them PB sent you.
Looking for the ultimate dinner and show experience? Look no further than Edmonton's famous Mayfield Dinner Theater, where you'll enjoy world-class productions and delectable dining in a new renovated theater. Whether it's date night, a work party, a celebration, or a spontaneous night out with friends, your experience at the Mayfield Dinner Theater is sure to be a memorable one. The 2025-2026 season is on sale now, so check out the exciting lineup of shows and get your tickets today at mayfieldtheater.ca. You're listening to Rogers Game Night on the official voice of the Edmonton Oilers, 880 CHAD, and on the Oilers Radio Network.
And welcome back, everybody. Bob Stauffer with you. Let's bring aboard our Inside the Game analyst, Rob Brown. Rob, very challenging back-to-back for Edmonton. They just got to get their game going. There's no excuses. This is the NHL, after all. The Oilers, by the time they finish the game against Florida on Saturday night, will have played 16 of their first 24 on the road with a 5-game and 7-game Eastern Conference road trip under their belt. But they got to get things turned around right here, right now, and it won't be easy, though Tampa Bay is down some really good defensemen.
Well, normally you do not want to come into Tampa and Florida at the end of a road trip struggling. You just don't. They're too good at teams. But I think combined they probably have 10 players, 11 players, 12 players out of the lineup, and not just players, great players out of the lineup. So you're not going to play Tampa or Florida at any other time this season with a lineup that is depleted as they're going to see. They got to take advantage of it. And the biggest thing, when you look at the back end of the Tampa Bay Lightning tonight, I had to look up a few of their players. I didn't know who 3 of the defensemen were. So these are guys that do not have an NHL resume anywhere. What you do with those guys, you don't try to beat them one-on-one. When you're trying to play against inexperienced defensemen, if your name isn't McDavid or Draisaitl, you're coming up with full speed, you get to center, you soft dump the puck behind those defensemen.
And pound them.
And then you pound them, but you turn it into a 50-50 battle. 50-50 battle against Hedman. Hedman's probably winning it most of the time. 50-50 battle against some of these players coming up from the minors. You should win the majority of those battles, or at least create chaos. So the Oilers' puck management has to be really good tonight. And the puck management I want to see is getting pucks into quiet areas in the offensive zone and then going to work. The Oilers have done too little of that this season so far.
Yeah, they've been a poor forechecking team, though they've had a lot of offensive zone time, but that's largely off of offensive zone cycles led by Connor McDavid. So, for the Ford Keys to the game, brought to you by Ford, official partner of the Edmonton Oilers, Ready, Set, Ford. That's the offensive end of things.
The back, it's two things on the back end. You're bleeding grade A scoring chances. The team identity that used to be as a good defensive team, they aren't right now. They got to get back to basics, simplify, and they need a couple saves early. Calvin Pickard has had a tough start to the season. He needs to get his game turned around, and one way to do that, in the first period, make 2 or 3 saves, big saves. Allow this Oiler team to lead and not chase a hockey game.
Great stuff. That's Rob Brown. More with Rob and Brendan Escott coming up during the first and second intermission. Rob will join me post-game. Cam Moon was born to do this. He wasn't born to be a goalie, though he was one in the Western Hockey League. He was born to call games at the NHL level. Game 6 of a 7-game road trip tonight. The Oilers in Tampa Bay. Coming up next, the Oilers got to get their fortunes turned around. On Ford Dealers, NHL Hockey on the Oilers Radio Network.
It's time to sell, Oilers fans. Play Alberta's biggest offer ever is here. For a limited time only, new players can receive a $1,000 casino bonus when they sign up. Don't miss your shot, because there's never been a better time to join the fun. Visit playalberta.ca today to get started with casino, sports, and lottery all in one app. That's playalberta.ca. Must be 18 plus to play. Remember, if you gamble, please use your game sense.
It's game on at City Ford.
With an all-star lineup of 2025 Ford favorites, save up to $7,000 on Escapes,
up to $8,000 on Bronco Sports,
and up to $18,000 on F-150s.
Plus, find 0% financing options available on all 3 vehicles.
Score an all-star deal today and spin and win an iPad, Oilers merch, Costco card, even a trip to Vegas.
Visit City Ford on the St. Albert Trail.
When the Oilers are on the ice, the big hits are a part of the game. But they shouldn't be a part of your drive. If you've been injured in a car collision, let James H. Brown & Associates and their over 200 years of combined injury law experience help you. Locally owned and proud Edmonton Oilers fans, James H. Brown & Associates is ready to support you with their unrivaled experience, unrivaled results, and unrivaled commitment. When accidents happen, head to jameshbrown.com.
Bloom Benefits offers amazing coverage that even the toughest hockey players can get behind. With excellent coverage, they offer things like massage.
You want to go?
Counseling services.
Let's go!
Dental coverage. coverage. That was not offside. And eye exams. With custom health coverage for any group of any size, Bloom Benefits make every team better, stronger, and healthier. Plans start from just $54 a month. Rethink your benefits today at bloombenefits.ca.
And on guard for
Now, with a presentation of our nation's colors, please welcome the Northeast High School Army Junior ROTC Honor Guard. And we're honored to be joined by a Zephyr Hills native who joined the Army in 2014, specializing in military police. Before the game tonight, he officially took his oath of re-enlistment right here on home ice. Tampa Bay, please welcome and salute Staff Sergeant Ricardo Campos. And now let's sing loud and proud with the voice of Bolts Nation, retired U.S. Air Force Technical Sergeant Sonia Bryson Kirksey, as she performs our national anthem.
Oh, say, can you see by the dawn's early light what so proudly we hailed at the twilight's last gleaming, whose broad stripes and bright stars through the perilous fight. All the ramparts we watched were so gallantly streaming, and the rocket's red glare, the bombs bursting in air, gave proof through the night that our flag was still there. Oh, say does that star-spangled banner yet wave o'er the land of the free and the home of the brave.
This is Oil Country. Now, with the call of tonight's exclusive NHL broadcast, Bob Stauffer and Cam Moon on the Oilers Radio Network.
The Oilers are right back at it. Tonight they're in Tampa, and they're taking on the Lightning. Good evening, Cam Moon, along with Bob Stauffer, Brendan Escott, Rob Brown, Jack Michaels, Aidan Gannum. We are the Oilers Radio Network. In the starting lineup, it's brought to you by Coventry Homes. Building a home or a championship team, it happens one shift, one brick at a time. Coventry Homes, never done building, proudly celebrating 50 years. For the Oilers up front, Connor McDavid with Zach Hyman and Jack Roslovic on defense, Darnell Nurse and Evan Bouchard. In goal, it's Calvin Pickard. For the Lightning, Anthony Cirelli in the middle with Brandon Hagel and Nikita Kucherov up front. J.J. Moser and Darren Radish on defense. Andrei Vasilevsky, he's in goal. The referees are Jordan Samuels-Thomas. It'll be Kelly Sutherland as well. Andrew Smith and Julian Fournier on the lines. We've dropped the puck, and we are underway here in Tampa. It's brought in on the right wing, goes into the Edmonton zone. From the right side, a shot by Kucherov, and the save by Pickard, cleared out by McDavid. And the puck hits center ice, and McDavid will get it in just over the line and turned up and out of the zone by Hagel. He'll go across to Radish into the Edmonton zone, plays the puck in off the glass. It goes in behind the Edmonton net. Kucherov's centering pass broken up. It goes to the slot area, and McDavid's able to get it out. Mercer at his own blue line. Over to Radish. Radish shoots it in. That rims on the left. Gord after it. Instead it goes to Nurse. Nurse scored a couple of goals last night in Washington. Edmonton lost, though, 7-4. A couple of empty net goals by the Capitals late. And the puck up against the boards inside the Tampa zone. About top of the circle. Off the stick of Draisaitl, and it comes out. Back home at center ice, can flip it in. Mangiapane chases after it. Over to the right wing corner for Draisaitl. He'll take a bump. Puck goes top of the circle and out to center ice. Gergensen's on the left wing will dump it in. And it's in behind the Edmonton net. Gergensen's up against the boards. You had Wallman on him. Loose puck on the right for Draisaitl. Get to center ice. Flips it in just past Lilleberg. Lilleberg will go back for it. Up the boards. Gave it away. Draisaitl in front. Score! Trent Frederick got the pass from Draisaitl, and it's 1-0 Oilers.
Well, that is a big goal for Trent Frederick. He did not have a point in his 19 previous games. Didn't think about it, just let it rip. Beat Vasilevsky, high glove side, Draisaitl on the strip, and that's a clean strip, a dead giveaway there by Emil Lilleberg, and Draisaitl makes some pay. Great finish from Frederick. 1-0 Edmonton.
1:32 into the opening period. Frederick second of the season. Draisaitl with points in 5 straight games. And the Oilers start with a lead, which they can absolutely use. Been chasing games here lately as the puck dumped into the Lightning zone. It goes to the left wing corner. Savoy in front of the net. That pass to Henry. Couldn't get a shot as Frederick fed it right in front of the goal.
So we've already seen second and third pairings for Tampa Bay giving pucks away in their own zone. Got to capitalize on those. Man, that was Henrique's usually right in the kill zone there. He scores a lot of goals there.
Savoy to Emberson at center. In over the Tampa line of Mangiapane. A shot. That's blocked. And the puck goes to the right. Paul touches it. There's a penalty coming up.
You got an interference call coming up right away here.
Gensel's going to the box for interference, and the Edmonton Oilers get the first power play.
2 minutes for a slash.
All right, so the Oilers' power play is one of their big strengths. They're at 30.7%. That's third in the NHL. Tampa Bay, John Cooper's squad, managed by Julian Breezeball. They got great penalty killing, 85.7%.
Oiler Power Play presented by ATCO Energy, your trusted energy retailer. Learn more at atcoenergy.com. Face off to the right of Vasilevsky. Played in Tuesday's 5-1 win over New Jersey, made 31 saves. This is 15th appearance of the season. He's 7-5-2. And Draisaitl wins the draw. Puck goes to Bouchard. Now on the right to McDavid. Right wing corner in behind the Lightning net. Over to the left. Stops his pass. That gets knocked down by Cirelli, and he'll drill it down the ice.
So the only problem with that for me is pass the shot opportunity right away.
Draisaitl starting up for Edmonton. Drops it back to McDavid. 1-0 Oilers here in the first. In over the line. McDavid, right wing corner to Draisaitl. Draisaitl to the blue line. Bouchard with a shot. And the save by Vasilevsky. Held onto it as Bouchard labeled one from the point, but Vasilevsky saw it.
I don't think he ever saw it. Did he see it?
Well, it hit him.
It hit him. I don't know if he saw it. Just judging, he probably saw it.
He's in a good spot. Frederick, the goal scorer from Draisaitl, minute 32 in. It's Edmonton with a chance here on the man advantage. Face off to the left of Vasilevsky. To the right wing point, McDavid down the boards. To Draisaitl to the blue line for Bouchard. To Draisaitl. His pass to the middle. Moser was there, and he'll get it out.
It's interesting. They're using Henrique here on the offside instead of Jack Roslovic.
With it is Bouchard. Weaves his way to center into the Lightning zone. Now Draisaitl's pass to Henry. It hit his stick as he was going to the net, and Gergensen's will get it down the ice. And Pickard will set it to Evan Bouchard.
So I think what you're going to see is when Nugent Hopkins comes back, he'll go back to his usual spot in the power play, and I think Hyman and Roslovic will trade spots there.
Here's McDavid down the right wing, a backhand save made by Vasilevsky. The rebound just put wide by Hyman. The puck on the point, Bouchard to the middle to Henrique, left wing, McDavid in front of the net, save made by Vasilevsky. Puck to the blue line. Bouchard has it in the middle, left wing to McDavid. Goes to the side of the net, put it off the outside of the goal. Try to go upstairs. McDavid gets it back. Up the right wing, all the way to the blue line. Stops. Sorellianum across to Bouchard. Now to Henrique. To Bouchard, left wing point. Bouchard saucer pass picked out of the air by Hagel. And Hagel into the Oilers zone. Now to Radish. Joined the rush. Great job by Henrique. Came back, tied him up. And Radish never got a shot away. Penalty is over. Gensel's out. Edmonton 0 for 1 on the power play. They're up 1-0. 4 minutes, 20 seconds gone here in the first.
So that's a win for Tampa. Anytime you kill an Oilers power play when it's third in the league.
Stumped into the Tampa zone. Janmark pushes it to the right side. Podkolzin into the blue line. Wallman shot off a leg. Goes to the left wing corner. Janmark up against the left wing boards, but Kucherov got it free. Now to Point. Point out to center ice on the left wing. Gave it to Carlisle. He'll dump it in. It's in behind the Edmonton goal as Ekholm out through the middle. Over to the left wing to Roslovic. Roslovic at center ice. On the right wing to Janmark. He'll shoot it in. Vasilevsky, left wing to Carlisle. And he comes out of the zone for Tampa at center. He'll shoot it into the Oiler end. Rims on the right, off the stick of Ekholm, behind the net to Nurse. Around the boards, but that's kept in by Douglas. Goes in behind the Edmonton goal. Nurse to Savoy, through the middle to Henrique, into the Tampa end with Frederick. The shot save made by Vasilevsky. Got it with the right pad. Savoy came in there, ran into Douglas. Puck along the boards. Goes up in the air. Off a stick now into the skates of Savoy for a moment.
Well, if that's not a Mutt and Jeff routine there. Savoy and Douglas, 5'9" and 6'9".
That's right. Puck shot into the Tampa zone. Vasilevsky set it in behind the net. Lilleberg gets almost stripped of it by Draisaitl and puck to the blue line. Draisaitl will keep it in. Vasilevsky set it behind the goal. In the right wing, on the right wing side. Dastu will get it out. And it's Mangiapane inside his own end for Emberson. Now to Draisaitl. 1-0 Oilers here in the first. Left wing to Kulak. Put it in off the right corner boards. Over to the left wing. Chasing after it, Mangiapane. But Gord will get it to the line and out. Draisaitl in his own end. On the right to Kulak. To Podkolzin. Cross to Draisaitl. He's into the Tampa zone. Will shoot it off a stick. Hits the end glass. Draisaitl gets it himself. To the left wing point for Ekholm. Across the line. Bouchard. A shot. That's blocked. There's Mangiapane. Let it go. And Lilleberg had that hit him.
Got to get some shots through if you're Edmonton here.
Lilleberg on the left wing to Bjorkstrand. Will get it out, but it goes right to McDavid. Now across to Ekholm. Into the Tampa zone on the left wing. Behind the net to Hyman. Slides off the check to the left. Back to the blue line. Ekholm shot. Misses short side. And Bjorkstrand will get it off the boards and out to center. And it's the Oilers right back in. McDavid. He'll split the D. The shot and a right pad save by Vasilevsky. McDavid's got it in behind the net. To the right point. Bouchard shot. That one hit Tomashik. It rolls to Vasilevsky. And he will cover it up. We're going to take a break. 1-0 Oilers leading the Lightning. 7 minutes, 19 seconds gone here in the first period. From the Benchmark International Arena in Tampa, it's Ford Dealers NHL Hockey on the Oilers Radio Network.
Sportsnet Plus is your ultimate destination for Oilers games. Stream more matchups than anywhere else. Spectacular! Catch Oilers action all season. Plans starting at $29.99 a month. Subscribe now at sportsnetplus.ca.
Heard of Uline? You know, the have-it-all in-stock, ready-to-deliver shipping and industrial supply specialists. The company that does things for you that are unheard of, like keeping 41,000 items in stock in our own warehouses. With customer service reps on the line to get you what you need, when you need it, 24/7, 365, every time. Maybe you heard it here first. Want to hear more? Visit uline.ca. ULINE, your shipping and industrial supply specialists.
Did you know that there are 9 Napa Auto Parts stores serving the greater Edmonton area and have been doing so for more than 50 years? Since Napa first opened in Edmonton, the community has grown and vehicles have changed, but you can always trust Napa Auto Parts to provide you with the expert know-how and the best vehicle parts. And if that isn't enough, every time you visit a Napa Auto Parts store when you present your AMA card, you receive an additional 10% discount on all retail parts and accessories. Visit your local Napa Auto Parts store for more offers and expert know-how. Napa Auto Parts is a proud fan of the Edmonton Oilers.
Sportsnet Plus is your ultimate destination for Oilers games. Stream more matchups than anywhere else. Spectacular! Catch Oilers action all season. Plans starting at $29.99 a month. Subscribe now at sportsnetplus.ca.
All games, all season. You're listening to the Oilers Radio Network.
Cam Moon and Bob Stauffer here at the Benchmark International Arena in Tampa. 1-0 Oilers lead on the goal by Trent Frederick. The Oilers Hockey Fights Cancer 50-50 presented by Rogers. It's now live. Play now for a chance to win early bird prizes, including $500 for Skip and 2 tickets to Hardy at Rogers Place. Get your tickets at edmontonoilers.com/5050 for more chances to win. Face off to the left of Andrei Vasilevsky. 7-4-0 in his career against the Oilers. Roslovic taking the draw. Nope, he's out of the face-off circle. So it'll be Connor McDavid. He's out there with Hyman as well. Nurse and Wallman on the back end.
Paul's just come back. He's really good on face-offs.
All up against the boards with McDavid. Paul can't clear it. Turns on the left side, then hits Hyman with the puck. It comes free in behind the net. Radish up against the boards. Hyman in there too. It'll get to Roslovic, to the left wing point to Nurse. He's waiting. He's shooting. The save. The rebound right in the crease and knocked into the slot. And Point picks it up there for the Lightning. He's to center. And over the Edmonton line. Right wing to Paul. A backhand pad save made by Pickard.
I don't think Pickard saw that. He stopped it.
Gensel ran into him as it's shot down, and it'll be icing against the Oilers. Jake Gensel went hard to the net, ran into Pickard, but Pickard got it with a left pad. Gensel had a hat trick in that 5-1 win versus New Jersey 2 nights ago here for the Lightning.
Probably the best player ever out of Nebraska Omaha, coached by Mike Gabinet. Hard to argue that.
No, hard to.
I'm trying to think of who else is out of there. Victor Mancini played there.
Face off to the right of Pickard. Pickard's last game was last Thursday. That was in Columbus. 20 saves and a 5-4 loss. Puck goes to Nurse. He's in behind the Oiler goal. On the left wing, goes just off of Hyman into the Lightning end. Oilers will make a change. Moser in behind his net. And now through the middle of the ice. Moser on the left. Got the puck into Littleberg to the middle. Sorelli shot, and that's blockered away by Pickard. Moser across to Kucherov, drills it wide. The puck on the left wing boards.
Already switched the matchup here. Tampa.
Hagel will keep it in. Goes to Bouchard. Cross to Ekholm. Left wing, Podkolzin got it out. The puck at center. Hagel's cross-ice pass off a stick up into the air. Knocked down by Majapani to Podkolzin in over the line. A backhand! And the save made by Vasilevsky is Vasily Podkolzin. Just put it to the net. Got a little bit of a step on the D and put it on goal. 8:48 gone here in the first. 1-0 Edmonton leads.
Tomashik back out there at the fourth line here. He blocked a shot off his foot. It stung him. He's out with Frederick and Janmark. So I guess really Janmark and Tomashik are playing together. They're going to alternate players through with them. Tomashik right around 50% of the faceoffs. I think he's looked better as a right wing than a center personally.
Flipped up the left wing by Carlisle, hit somebody went into the Lightning bench. Will do that again.
So they've got 4 of their top 6 defensemen out of the lineup. Victor Hedman, all-world, one of the top 10 defensemen in the league all day. Ryan McDonough, plus 43 last year. Eric Chernak, who plays very well against Connor McDavid. Those two played together with the Erie Otters, coached by Chris Knobloch. And a guy that I really like, Maxwell Crozier, was one of the best defensemen in the AHL last season, playing in Syracuse.
All of those guys out of the lineup right now for the Lightning. The puck at center, Kulak for Tomashik shot hits a skate, bounces right in front of the net to Vasilevsky. He will cover it. Everybody gathers in front of that goal. Be a face off in the Lightning zone. Oilers will make a change. Out there with Roslovic and Henrique. There's some Regula on the back end.
A lot of speed on the wings here, Cam.
Puck gets into skates to the middle. Santini will spin him behind his goal for Tampa over to the right wing. Santini only to the line. Roslovic kept it in. Then Henrique's pass. That hits something, comes out. Regula will shoot it back in as the Oilers tag up. And the puck in the left wing corner. Cleared to center ice. Now to Bjorkstrand to the right wing corner for Yanni Gord. Behind the net to Bjorkstrand. Goes past him. So Savoy can get it out. Looking for Roslovic. Missed him with it.
Who's playing right and who's playing left here for Edmonton?
Bjorkstrand down the right wing. Left side for Gord. Gord to the left wing corner. And now Savoy for Henrique. And he will get just to center ice. That's it. Dastu across, and then Radish on the right for Gord. Goes into the Oilers zone. Gord taken off of it by Wallman. Goes up to the line. Dastu's going to keep it in to Gord on the left wing corner for Kucherov. Kucherov unable to get a pass in front of the net. That was broken up by Bouchard, then lost it in the corner. Hegel's pass to the middle off of Sorelli to the line and out.
Well defended there by Bouchard against Kucherov. He's a tricky player.
1-0 Oilers, 9:35 to go in the first. Kucherov in on the right wing, waiting, shooting, and misses on the short side.
Great deception from Kucherov there.
It's in behind the Edmonton net. Bouchard on the left to McDavid. Now to Frederick to McDavid. Into the Tampa zone, going towards the net. It's knocked off his stick, sitting in the slot. Ekholm, left wing, just missed McDavid with it. It goes into the corner. Frederick on the left side. To Hyman, now to McDavid, to the right wing point. Shot by Kulak. Glove save made by Vasilevsky. He'll hold on to it. We're going to take a break. There's 9:07 to go here in the first. The Oilers lead the Lightning by a score of 1-0. From the Benchmark International Arena in Tampa, it's Ford Dealers NHL Hockey on the Oilers Radio Network.
Hey, Edmonton. Big moves need big talent, and AMJ is your go-to partner. For all local residential and commercial relocations, AMJ delivers a smooth, stress-free experience. AMJ, your team for every move. Contact your local branch today.
I'm Ryan Nugent-Hopkins.
And I'm Zach Hyman.
And when we're not making juicy, sweet passes,
or having my goals disallowed,
we're working for Legacy Heating and Cooling.
You know, guys used to call me a plumber.
And now they call you an HVAC technician.
Nice.
Hey, guys, you're not here to install furnaces. You're here to sing the jingle.
Oh.
Well.
Okay.
Call Legacy. Call Legacy.
No payments and no interest for 1 year from qualified installers. Legacy Heating and Cooling.
Do you have tickets to an upcoming event at Rogers Place that you can't attend? Donate your tickets to the Edmonton Oilers Community Foundation Seats for Kids program, presented by Eagle Builders. Seats for Kids provides unused game tickets for charities, allowing children and families to enjoy hockey at Rogers Place. And for many, a once-in-a-lifetime opportunity. To be a part of the Seats for Kids program presented by Eagle Builders, please email edmonton@kidsupfront.com. That's edmonton@kidsupfront.com.
Hey, Edmonton. Big moves need big talent, and AMJ is your go-to partner. For all local residential and commercial relocations, AMJ delivers a smooth, stress-free experience. AMJ, your team for every move. Contact your local branch today.
Listen on air, online, and on the Radio Player Canada app.
This is the Oilers Radio Network.
Cam Moon along with Bob Stauffer. We're at the Benchmark International Arena in Tampa. 1-0 Oilers lead. 9:07 to go in the first period. Trent Frederick, the goal scorer, as he gets his second of the season. The broadcast brought to you by Ford, official partner of the Edmonton Oilers. Ready, set, Ford. Face off to the left of Vasilevsky. It's Draisaitl into the face-off circle with Nick Paul. Puck goes behind the Lightning net. Littleberg up the right wing to point. Off is sticking out. Bouchard stops him behind the Edmonton goal. Gensel comes right behind that net, flushes him out up to Draisaitl the center. Pass on the left, too far for Podkolzin. Goes into the Tampa zone. Puck in the left wing corner. Podkolzin to Draisaitl, centers that, and that was just broken up as Dastu stepped in front of it, and they get it out to center, and it's dumped into the Oilers zone. Bouchard around on the left to Draisaitl. Pokes it through the middle. It's hacked into Tampa territory. Edmonton will make a change. Dastu with it inside his own end. He'll take it to the side of the goal. Leave it there. And Santini's got it in behind the net. 8:15 to go in the first. 1-0 Edmonton. Up the left wing off of Bjorkstrand. Goes in behind the Edmonton goal. Kulak on the end boards. Out to the right for Tomashik. Gave it to Roslovic. Roslovic forced back. Gets away from Bjorkstrand on the right for Emberson. Now to Kulak at center down the left wing. In over the line to Janmark. A shot off his stick goes over the net. Jurgensen's up the left wing. Won't get it out. Janmark keeping it in. Carlisle behind his net. Right wing to Santini. Cross ice to Carlisle as he gets through center. Over that center ice line, drifts it in off the glass. Puck goes to the right wing corner. Hits something on the glass, and it was Janmark getting it out and through the middle. Frederick to Henry. Into the Tampa zone. The puck to the side of the goal. Radish for Gonsalves. And Gonsalves got the puck out. And through the middle comes Moser. Moser into the Edmonton end on the left wing. Laid it in behind the goal. Wallman up to the top of the circle. Gonsalves will keep it in. Over to the right. Radish will drill a shot. And a blocker save made by Pickard. Wallman took a hard hit along the boards.
He's had some concussion issues, as you know. That one looks like it hurt him in the lower body, though.
Slowly goes to the Oiler bench. It's offside at the Edmonton blue line with 6:59 to go in the first. 1-0 Edmonton leads. As Wallman slowly to that Edmonton bench.
Gonna fight.
Oh, here we go. All right.
Nurse
and Douglas. Nurse throws one right from underneath, goes up, goes down, gets back up, and then that's it.
Well, that was a response to a hit by Douglas. They're checking Wallman. It's lower body.
Nurse got one in there, and then that was about it.
Good for Nurse.
Yeah, Douglas didn't get any. They both went down, both got up. So 5 each for fighting.
Did Edmonton get the extra minor here?
I don't think so. Maybe.
Tampa, number 42. 5 minutes for fighting. Edmonton, number 25, has received 2, 5, 10. Instigating. 5-minute fight. Go.
So Nurse off to the Oiler dressing room with the 2, 5, and 10. First power play of the game for Tampa, though. Penalty kill brought to you by Napa Auto Parts, proud partner of the Edmonton Oilers. 1-0 Oilers here in the first. 6:59 to go in the period.
Well, Tampa Bay's power play comes in 20th in the league at 17.7%. The Oilers' penalty killing's 11th.
Mangiapane serving the penalty.
And the Oilers down 2 potential killers on the back end.
Puck top of the circle in the Oilers zone. Left wing, Bjorkstrand at left wing corner. Could not get it behind the net to Gensel.
Missed the trip.
Gets to the middle and shoveled out of the zone by Savoy. Right wing, Radish will start up. 6:35 to go here in the first. 1-0 Oilers lead. Point at center ice to the middle for Kucherov. Brings it in to Gensel on the right point. Now to the blue line. Radish has it in the middle. Right side, Kucherov. Into the corner. Comes out to point. Great save made by Pickard. That was one touch from Gensel to point. And now everybody gathers in front of the Edmonton net.
Gonna sit there and let him jam at the goalie. Jordan Samuels-Thomas, I saw him do a game 2 years ago down in the minors, 3 years ago during the 22-23 season in Calgary. And it was was one of the most poorly officiated games I've ever seen in my life. And we've seen him a couple times this year. And Janmark gave the stick to Point, who stuck his nose right in on Calvin Pickard. He's lucky he didn't get the Calvin Pickard blocker, the old proverbial cheese board in the saddle head there.
It's good save by Pickard.
Yeah, it battled.
Yeah. Because they worked it right into the slot. That's a high-quality scoring chance. Minute 23 to go in the penalty to Nurse, being served by Mangiapane. Off the draw, puck off the stick of Bjorkstrand and out.
Great stick by McDavid there, too, to force it.
Yeah. Radish has it at center to Braden Point. Point to the middle. Kucherov into the Oilers zone. Now on the right wing, Gensel, top of the circle to Kucherov. Kucherov had to go off his stick. He gave it away to McDavid. Now to Draisaitl to center. Draisaitl into the Tampa end. On the left, tried to get a pass through to McDavid. It's picked off. Kucherov will get it out. He'll give it to Point into the Oilers zone. Across to Kucherov on the right. Cross-ice pass. Gave that away. McDavid down the left wing into the Tampa end. He'll go towards the net. The shot and the save made by Vasilevsky. Gensel.
Game changer when those two guys are out there shorthanded. You don't want them to do it too much and overplay them, but changes the narrative a bit for a team, doesn't it?
Got to be careful. Dastu with it right now at the Tampa line to Paul. Paul into the Oilers zone. Goes to the right wing. To the left wing Point, but it goes past Hagel and comes out. Hagel at center on the right to Kucherov. Kucherov to Paul. Into the Oiler end on the right wing. Now the puck goes to the middle, and getting control for Edmonton is Adam Henrique. He'll shoot it down the ice. The penalty is over, and Tampa's 0 for 1 on the power play. 1-0 Oilers lead. 4:49 to go here in the first period. Dastu in behind his net. As he waits back there for the Lightning, steps out on the right side. Long pass and directed off the stick of Gergensons into the Edmonton zone. Gord on the end boards. Gord goes to the left wing Point. Now Santini. He'll bounce it off the corner boards. Wanted the ricochet in front of the net. Pickard was there to stop it and cover it. And we'll be able to take a break with 4:29 to go here in the first. 1-0 Oilers lead on the goal by Trent Frederick. We'll be right back from the Benchmark International Arena in Tampa. It's Ford Dealers NHL Hockey on the Oilers Radio Network.
Rogers is Canada's most reliable 5G Plus network, so you can stream Edmonton Oilers games and see Leon scoring in Leduc. Watch Ty tie things up in Tofield. Or check out Connor doing Connor things in Kalmar. And even watch Stu steal the show while you're in Sedalia. Try saying that 3 times fast. Rogers, this is our game.
Cybersecurity is not just IT, it's a business issue. One breach can halt operations and permanently damage trust. Business leaders choose Alt-Tech because they understand the stakes. Their specialists design cyber-first IT systems that protect productivity, safeguard data, and support growth. From construction to nonprofits, Canadian organizations rely on Alt-Tech to stay resilient in a digital-first world. Secure operations, strong reputation, sustainable growth. That is Alt-Tech. Visit alttech.ca. That's ALT-TECH.ca.
Every year, carbon monoxide poisoning kills over 300 Canadians and hospitalizes many more. Carbon monoxide has no smell, taste, or color. But protecting yourself and your family isn't hard. A properly functioning carbon monoxide alarm can detect carbon monoxide and alert you to the danger. We've created a helpful carbon monoxide checklist to help you protect your household. Visit atco.com/co to learn more and download the checklist. ATCO.
All games, all seasons. You're listening to the Oilers Radio Network.
Cam Moon and Bob Stauffer. We're here in the Legacy Heating and Cooling broadcast booth. Legacy Heating and Cooling, home and no payments, no interest for 1 year. 1-0 Oilers lead the Lightning. 4:29 to go in the first period.
Jake Wallman taking a spin after he got run into the boards by Curtis Douglas. Nurse challenged Douglas to a fight. They gave Nurse a 2-5-10. Don't see that a lot anymore. Not in those situations. Usually it's understood. This is players policing themselves on the ice.
Frederick to take the draw against Point. Puck goes up against the boards. And Frederick on the left to Henrique. Now to Frederick, will shoot it in. Vasilevsky will stop it. To Radish on the right to Gensel. Gensel will get it out. And the puck in the neutral zone. Chopped back into Lightning territory. Dastu takes a hard hit. As Henrique was there on the forecheck. Dastu pass through the middle. Gensel won't get it out. Dastu across to Radish. And now to Paul. And Paul tried to shoot it. Goes off of Kulak. The puck in the right wing corner for Ty Emberson. Emberson through the middle of the ice. Kulak now on the left to Savoy. Savoy back into his own end. Will go out for a change as he gave it to Emberson. Emberson on the right wing for Hyman. Flips it past Hagel. Goes after it, right wing corner in the Tampa end. Stops on the inboards. Takes a bump from Moser. Puck came loose. And it's Hagel out through the middle to Sorelli. To Kucherov. That should be offside. And it is. With 3:22 to go here in the first. And the Oilers up by a score of 1-0. Oilers will finish off the road trip Saturday in Florida. Sunrise.
And it should be stated, Edmonton has some injuries. Obviously, they don't have Nugent Hopkins. They don't have Kapanen. They both be playing in their top 9, maybe a fourth-line center between Philp and Lazar. But, I mean, Tampa Bay's down 4, their top 6D. And Florida's down 3 of their better forwards.
Kucherov shoots it through the neutral zone. Bouchard back for it. Cross to Ekholm. Ekholm over to Bouchard. They start up ice on the left to Ekholm. Into the Tampa and Oilers are offside.
Very offside there. Pretty slow development. I think Edmonton had a real good first 10 minutes here. Yes. Kind of lost a little bit of momentum. Is it long out there on the fence? Looks like he's going to try to give it a go here.
That's good. This will be his first shift since taking that hit inside his own end. Saddle puck goals and Mangiapane on the ice. It's the Wallman at center. Cross to Regula. Wire it into the Tampa zone. Puck Colson on the left side. Up against the left wing boards. In behind the net it goes. Gord will pick it up there for the Lightning. Gord's pass doesn't get out. Puck Colson to the left wing. Mangiapane after it. Runs into Bjorkstrand. Gord will get control. He's able to clear it. On Colson through the neutral zone. Now to Draisaitl. Right wing Mangiapane across to Wallman. A shot and a save made by Vasilevsky as Wallman down the left wing gets the pass. Vasilevsky holds on with 2:29 to go in the first, and Edmonton up 1-0.
And you can see why Draisaitl likes playing up with Colson. He retrieves pucks, gets him the puck, plays a hard, firm, physical game. Second fight of the year, by the way. The Oilers the least penalized team in the NHL, which... Hey, you're not exactly listening to a Bleeding Heart broadcast. I'd suggest I wouldn't mind being middle of the pack in that stat. You know what I'm saying, Cam?
At least. On the right wing, Dominic James will get it out. Yep. James on the right wing to Gensel to the right wing corner. James taken into that corner by Emberson. And Emberson with the puck and hit James with it. James up against the boards. It goes top of the circle. Tomashek to the middle, and it'll just come out.
It's a play that works in Europe for Tomashek, but not here. Here it's tighter, and he ended up putting his man in a tough spot there for a hit.
Puck rimmed. Gonsalves was able to keep it in only for a moment. Tomashek gets it out to Kulak in over the Tampa line for David Tomashek. A shot and a save made by Vasilevsky. Minute 49 to go in the first. Now Lilleberg getting into it a little bit with Janmark.
I don't think Janmark should be fighting. He did fight a couple times, a couple seasons ago. Fought Max Domi. Didn't exactly pick his spots. Max Domi is a tough middleweight. Lilleberg had over 100 penalty minutes last year. He's a very engaged and involved player.
Face Faceoff will be in the Tampa zone.
You got McDavid, Draisaitl, Hyman here.
Now, late in the period. Oilers will load it up. Offensive zone faceoff. Bouchard and Ekholm on the back end. Braden Point will step into the face-off circle for Tampa Bay.
Get a chance to put it to the net. Do it quickly. Don't sit there and pass it around.
Moser up the left wing for Hagel. Won't be able to get it out. Puck goes into the corner. Moser will take it in behind his goal. On the right to Radish. Cross ice to Hagel. Hagel cuts to the middle. Now brings it in over the line. Left wing to Kucherov. In front of the net. And that's picked off by Ekholm. Give it to McDavid. Now to Draisaitl down the right wing. Into the Tampa end. Off the board, so it goes to the left wing corner. Along the boards, Radish around, but pinching down was Ekholm. Kept it inside that Tampa zone. McDavid in behind the net. Goes in behind the goal. Hyman was tied up. Puck goes to the side of the goal. This time it's Point. Some room on the left, and we'll get it out to Hagel.
Wow, what a play by Hagel, knocking that puck down.
Give it to Point. He'll shoot it in. We're coming up to the last minute here in the first. 1-0. Oilers lead the Lightning. It's in behind the Edmonton goal. Ekholm to Roslovic as Roslovic gathers speed. At center ice, he'll shoot it in. Vasilevsky quickly out of his net. Gets it up on the glass, knocked down. As Savoy up against the right wing boards. Goes in behind the net. Lilleberg on the right. To Dastu. Dastu off the left wing boards and out. That's going to go all the way down. It's going to be icing call with 33 seconds to go here in the first. Edmonton up 1-0. Faceoff will be to the right of Andrei Vasilevsky. Henrique, Savoy, Roslovic with Regula and Wallman. All taking the draw.
Three guys that can take face-offs here for Edmonton. Savoy and Roslovic.
Puck gets into the corner. Dastu behind his net to Sorelli.
Hall wins a lot of face-offs, doesn't he?
To Dastu. Out of Gensel down the right wing. Gensel into the Oilers zone. Behind the net. Sorelli tied up. Paul poke it back to Dastu. Left wing point across. Lilleberg a shot. Save made by Pickard. The rebound. And it goes into the right wing corner. Roslovic to the line, but it doesn't get out. Lilleberg a wrist shot. That's blocked. And the puck along the right wing boards. Gensel tripped off. Penalty coming up.
That's a terrible call.
Yeah, Regula is going to go to the box as the period expires. So Tampa will start.
Edmonton 75, 2 minutes for slashing.
We'll call it a slash.
Very soft call, let me tell you. He flopped.
Oilers will start on the PK in the second period, but Edmonton has to be happy with that first. They did. Good pressure on the Lightning D early. It resulted in a goal by Trent Frederick. It also resulted in more chances. Got some saves from Calvin Pickard in the first period. In particular, I think of the one on the penalty kill where it got worked to the middle.
It was quite interesting what happened when McDavid and Draisaitl went out on that PK for those 35 seconds.
Oh, well, the Oilers ended up getting 2 rushes out of that just by errant passes being picked off. But that's the danger when those two are on a penalty kill. If you just make a hope pass and it gets taken away by one of those two, it's starting a rush the other way, and that's exactly what happened on that penalty kill. We'll see how that penalty kill goes to start off the second period, and what type of ice time those two get. And we can head downstairs. So we have got Adam Henry, Cam Moon, Bob Stauffer upstairs. Adam, what do you think of that first period?
Well, it was good. I thought we were playing fast, playing with intensity, all over the ice. And that's something we're going to have to carry through all 3 periods.
Yeah, one thing I liked was your aggression on the forecheck. They're down a couple D. I mean, they had one of their guys run one of your D, and Darnell stepped up there for Jake Walman, but you went in and flattened one of their guys, and I'd specifically target Darren Radish. He's their best skating defenseman. He moves the puck the best, but just got to be, this is a team, they drag you into the fight, don't they?
They do, you know, it's all over the ice. Nursey did a great job stepping in there. You know, that's not an easy job to do, and that's something that gets the team going throughout. And something we've talked about a lot, too, is our forecheck. So getting on there, trying to separate the man from the puck, and then go from there.
Calvin made a couple of big saves in that period. I think of the one on the PK. How much does that fire up the team?
Well, it's big. You know, you need everybody there, especially on the penalty kill, doing all the little things right. And, you know, when the chance comes up there, those guys are big force behind us.
All right, Adam, thank you.
Thanks, Adam.
There we go. Adam Henrique downstairs, 1-0. Oilers lead after 20 minutes. Got to start off that second period on the penalty kill.
Yeah.
But a good period.
A good period. Didn't like the call at the end of the period. Didn't like the call on the 2, 5, and 10. And I know that Darnell went looking for it a little bit, but when you hit a guy like that, you got to know it's coming.
Yeah.
Right? Like, you kind of, and I think the officials in that situation got to let the players police themselves. Whatever. We'll find out what Rob Brown and Brendan Escott can't think next.
That's right. You know why? They've got the first intermission, and they're coming up. 1-0. Oilers lead after 20 from Tampa. It's Ford Dealers NHL Hockey on the Oilers Radio Network.
Are you waiting for surgery? Are you suffering from arthritis and need a knee replacement or have an injury to your knee, shoulder, hand, back, or ankle? Canby Surgery can help. Go where the pros go. Canby Surgery Center, Vancouver, BC. Fly in and fly out. Experts in orthopedic and sports injuries and their surgeons are chosen by elite and professional athletes. Visit CambySurgery.com. CAMBIE Surgery.com. You don't need to be a pro to be treated like one.
It's our YEG with 880 Chad.
The furries are ready to take flight as the Oil Kings hit the ice for the Bricks Teddy Bear Toss in support of 880 Chad's Santa's Anonymous. Don't miss the biggest game of the year, Sunday, December 7th. Then clap for the Wolfman as the Guess Who howls with their Taking It Back tour with Don Felder, June 10th at Rogers Place. Tickets at Ticketmaster.
For details on these and more events, visit 880chad.com. This is At the Intermission on the Oilers Radio Network.
Lilleberg will go back for it. Up the boards, gave it away. Draisaitl in front. Scores! Trent Frederick got the pass from Draisaitl, and it's 1-0 Oilers.
Well, that is a big goal for Trent Frederick. He did not have a point in his 19 previous games. Didn't think about it, just let it rip.
That's our Highlight Zone, brought to you by Century Casinos. All in, all games, all season. Century Casinos with 3 great locations in Edmonton, St. Albert, and next to Edmonton International Airport. Welcome to the Winner's Zone. It is 1-0 Oilers after 20 minutes of play in Tampa. A goal, as you heard there, by Trent Frederick, and a set-up pass by Leon Draisaitl. And frankly, I thought it might have been Draisaitl on the finish based on how nice the finish was there. He hammered it home from the high slot. And Rob Brown, that is the difference in a first period that, to me, showed a lot more emotional investment by this Oilers group than we've seen in recent games.
Yeah, let's start with the goal. Before the game, we talked about the Oilers are playing against a Tampa team that is so badly beat up on the back end. They have 4 minor league defensemen playing. And on the goal that we're scoring, when we said you don't try to beat them one-on-one, what you do is you get the pucks in deep and force turnovers. Leon, the puck goes deep. Lilleberg's going back for it, and he thinks he's got pressure, and he just throws it away. Leon reads it, and he goes to Frederick, and Frederick probably put 22 games of frustration into that shot, and there was no chance for Vasilevsky. The Oilers controlled a lot of the play in that period because Tampa, they don't have their top 4 defense playing, so they are so badly beat up. And what do? Get the pucks in deep, and watched in the first 20 minutes how many times the Oilers just rimmed it in there, forced them to make
make mistakes, make them go back and get the puck. And the Oilers were good at it, and they were aggressive. And the one thing that we have not seen near enough of this year out of the Edmonton Oilers has been an emotional investment in the games. There's been a lot of very quiet games. There hasn't been tonight. It's been led by Janmark, who you see every shift he's out there getting in the face of somebody on the Tampa Bay Lightning. It's been led by Darnell Nurse, who watched Walman get run over by a train, and then Nurse went out and challenged that train to a fight. So this is what the Oilers need to do. They need to play with emotion. And when one or two guys do it, it drags other players into the fight. A much more emotional investment was made in that period than we've seen in any of the previous 21.
Yeah, I think it was easy to follow suit after Darnell ended up in that exchange there, which, by the way, to me, and I know that we kind of disagreed with this in the moment, I thought letter of the law, that was the first thing that came out of my mouth, is he just took an instigator penalty. And that was before we saw him charge up the ice at the guy. Now, I know in the spirit of the rule, maybe it should behave a little bit differently, right?
Well, yes. And I know Bob says that the guy should be expecting a fight. Well, that's not totally true. Just because you hit someone doesn't mean you should have to fight. I liked what Nurse did. I do not believe that should have been an instigator, simply because to me, an instigator is when you drop your gloves first, you either throw punches or you grab the player. That guy turned around. I'm guessing somebody yelled, "Heads up."
Yeah.
He turned around, saw Nurse, and his gloves came off quickly. I mean, the guy's 6'9". He's not backing away from anything. And so to me, I don't like the call. Having said that, I got buddies who are like, why does he get 10 minutes? Well, if they do call the instigator, it's automatic. It's 2, 5, and 10. There's nothing you can do once they call the instigator. Did he instigate? Did he chase him down? Yes, he did. He skated quickly from about 40 feet away. Yes, but I do believe it should be discretionary. Having said that, we watched that, what's his last name again, the big Douglas?
Douglas.
We watched him once in front of the net, and he kind of grabbed Frederick, and we were shocked at the size difference between Douglas and Frederick, who's a big man. Douglas is 6'9". He's 245 pounds. We watched him fly by a player earlier saying, how does he not finish every check? Well, eventually he did finish a check on Walman, and Walman felt it. When a 6'9", 240-pound guy that can skate hits you, you feel it. So that's something to watch the rest of the night.
Just a quick thought here. We've got about 30 seconds left, but they are on a full power play to start the frame. I know we talk about the split sometimes being a bit of a saw-off in terms of the momentum, but they do get the benefit of starting with a full fresh slate. Granted, the killers will be fresh as well.
Yeah, see, personally, I like power plays later in periods, because guys are tired. There's fatigue involved. You lose an advantage of a face-off in the offensive zone. So if Tampa wins a face-off, they still have another 15 to 20 seconds if everything works out to get set up. Whereas opposed to during a period, you have a face-off automatically in the offensive zone. The only good thing is, the one thing you never want is a split power play, 1 minute on one side of the period, 1 minute on the other, because you can't get that group stuck out there for a long time killing, because they only have to go a minute. So an important kill for the Oilers. I think they were the better team in the first period. Tampa's last shift was very good. Tampa will want to capitalize on this power play, because in the first power play they were terrible. Kucherov, who is one of the top 5 best players in the world, made 2 giveaways in the first one. I'm looking to him, watching him to see if he makes amends, because he would be up there with Connor McDavid as the best power play players in the world.
That's our Rob Brown. More from Rob in the second intermission. We are after 20 minutes right now. It's 1-0 Oilers, and this is your Ford Dealers NHL Hockey on your Oilers radio network.
Celebrating 70 years in the signage industry, William Huff Advertising is the most recognized name in the game. An in-house, one-stop shop for all of your design, print, and installation needs. William Huff provides quality graphic solutions for everyone. Here in our City of Champions and throughout the nation, they are the preferred signage partner entrusted by many of the biggest corporations, pro sports teams, and organizations to bring their identity to life. Recognize the name, get in the game. WilliamHuff.com.
It's time to sell, Oilers fans. Play Alberta's biggest offer ever is here. For a limited time only, new players can receive a $1,000 casino bonus when they sign up. Don't miss your shot, because there's never been a better time to join the fun. Visit playalberta.ca today to get started with casino, sports, and lottery all in one app. That's playalberta.ca. Must be 18 plus to play. Remember, if you gamble, please use your game sense.
Don't look now, but I think we're being followed.
Oh, that's just my Fountain Tire sidecar.
Well, they're driving pretty close.
Because they're attached.
Save up to 15% on select tires until December 13th.
Cool.
Plus, get up to $125 off a set of 4 Goodyear tires.
Anything else?
Get $50 off $150 service when you buy those tires.
Well, that's handy.
Yep.
And weird.
Well, I love my Fountain Tire sidecar.
Book your appointment online today. Restrictions apply. Fountain Tire. We're on this road together, Canada.
With Global News, I'm Thomas Dias. Alberta is trying to limit the oversight powers of regulatory bodies on their members. A new bill introduced in the legislature aims to narrow the kinds of behavior where regulators can discipline regulated professionals. The law is named after psychologist and social media personality Jordan Peterson, who was sanctioned by Ontario's regulator after he voiced his thoughts on gender identification. Alberta Premier Danielle Smith says regulatory bodies have gone too far in disciplining people for speaking their minds. And on that note, an Alberta legislature member is comparing transgender surgery to the castration of livestock. Shane Getson of the United Conservatives said during a chamber debate that using the Charter's notwithstanding clause to protect 3 trans laws from any court challenges was necessary because some parents might make decisions that are not in their kids' best interests. Getson gave the example of castrating a bull to make it a steer, saying that once the animal is a steer, there's no going back. He added that the rights of parents have to be defended, quote, to the end, unless they're bad parents, unquote. News on demand at 880ched.com.
Blue collar work deserves big dollar perks. Get a heavy wallet with Heavy Metal Equipment and Rentals. Heavy Metal Equipment and Rentals is always growing. Right now, they're hiring heavy equipment technicians, EM servicemen, and maintenance supervisors. Apply if you're from here or across the country. Even if you're from the Rock, they want to talk. Visit heavymetalequipment.ca to find your new career. Get a heavy wallet with Heavy Metal Equipment and Rentals, helping you move the earth.
Wherever Canadians raise a glass, you'll find Molson. There's a good reason for that. When you've been in Canada for over 230 years, you get around in the cups and fridges of Canadians, generation after generation. Molson has a beer for everyone. So raise a glass or cup or whatever you pour your Molson in, because it doesn't matter what it's in. It matters where it's from. Canadian, export, ultra, excel, Molson. Everyone in. Must be legal drinking age.
Our people, our team. It's what business owners almost always say is their most important resource. But strong businesses don't just find great people. They make sure their teams stay healthy, engaged, and performing at their best. A benefits plan from Alberta Blue Cross is more than just drug and dental. They support the whole person with flexible coverage levels that fit the size and circumstance of your business. Find a plan that gets results at ab.bluecross.ca.
This is At the Intermission on the Oilers Radio Network.
Time now for the out-of-town scoreboard, brought to you by Pizza 73, the official pizza of your Edmonton Oilers. Maple Leafs down a goal let's try that again. They're at home, but they're down a goal to Columbus. It's 2-1 there. The Canadians in the same position on home ice against the Washington Capitals, 3-2. They are in the rear. I don't know why I can't talk right now. The Islanders up 4 goals on the Red Wings. It's 4-0. The Panthers 1, the Devils 0. The Blues 2-0 over the Flyers in the second period. You've got a scoreless game in Chicago with the Kraken and Blackhawks just getting underway. And later on tonight, you've got the Avalanche hosting Rangers, the Mammoth home to the Golden Knights. Vancouver gets the Stars of Dallas, the Anaheim Ducks playing host to the Senators, and then Macklin Celebrini and the Sharks get the Los Angeles Kings. That is the out-of-town scoreboard, brought to you by Pizza 73, the official pizza of your Edmonton Oilers. Trent Frederick's goal is the difference in Tampa as we sit 1-0 after 20 minutes of play. His second on the season, his second point of the season, and his second goal in 21 games here. So, you know that's important to him. Team will be without Darnell Nurse until the midway point of this period as he continues serving that 2-5 and a 10 for instigating and fighting. And that is pretty much the story there. So we'll send it back to Cam Moon and Bob Stauffer for second period play-by-play action. Right now we are at the intermission, and this is your Ford Dealers NHL Hockey on the Oilers Radio Network.
You've been listening to At the Intermission on the Oilers Radio Network. From the first time on skates to wearing a special jersey passed down through generations, Sentinel Storage is here for you. Store your sports gear to create space for all life's adventures. Try 4 weeks free at sentinelstorage.ca. Proud partner of the Edmonton Oilers.
Cybersecurity is not just IT, it's a business issue. One breach can halt operations and permanently damage trust. Business leaders choose Alt-Tech because they understand the stakes. Their specialists design cyber-first IT systems that protect productivity, safeguard data, and support growth. From construction to nonprofits, Canadian organizations rely on Alt-Tech to stay resilient in a digital-first world. Secure operations, strong reputation, sustainable growth. That is Alt-Tech. Visit alttech.ca. That's ALT-TECH.ca.
Can an energy provider make you feel carefree? We think so, because who doesn't like to be surrounded by good energy? Great rates always. Gimmicks never. Perks that reward your loyalty and energy experts who know what's what. Carefree just feels good. Encore by EPCOR, your carefree electricity and natural gas provider.
Customers are free to purchase natural gas or electricity services from a retailer of their choice. For a list of retailers, visit ucahelps.alberta.ca or call 310-4822 toll-free.
Edmontonians, do you bleed orange and blue? Delve into the heart of everything Oilers with Oilers Now. Only on 880 CHAD. Tune in weekdays from 4 to 6 p.m. Bob Stauffer delivers the inside scoop with exclusive interviews, expert analysis, phenomenal guests, and a few surprises. Don't miss a second of the conversation. Discover the heartbeat of your Oilers on 880 CHAD, the official voice of the Edmonton Oilers.
From the first time on skates to wearing a special jersey passed down through generations, Sentinel Storage is here for you. Store your sports gear to create space for all life's adventures. Try 4 weeks free at sentinelstorage.ca. Proud partner of the Edmonton Oilers.
Listen on air, online, and on the Radio Player Canada app.
This is the Oilers Radio Network.
Period of play. Tonight's Oilers Hockey Fights Cancer 50-50 presented by Rogers. It's in support of the Alberta Cancer Foundation and the Terry Fox Foundation, providing access to vital support services and treatments while investing in groundbreaking cancer research. Support now by getting your tickets at edmontonoilers.com/5050. Trent Frederick, the goal scorer. And the Oilers up 1-0. We've started the second. The Oilers are shorthanded, and that penalty kill brought to you by Napa Auto Parts, proud partner of the Edmonton Oilers. As Regula is off for the slash, and it's the second power play of the game for Tampa. Out to center ice, it's Point. Cross ice, Kucherov brings it in, gives it to Radish. Now on the right wing, Gensel. Right wing corner, Kucherov out to Point, and he fires a pass across to the left, and it was Bjorkstrand now to the right wing corner. Kucherov out to Point, top of the circle to the blue line to Radish, right side Kucherov across to Bjorkstrand, to the point, Radish over to Kucherov in front to Point, and his shot goes wide. Bjorkstrand shovels it around on the right to Kucherov. Kucherov to Gensel. His pass to the middle broken up by Henrique. Kucherov's got it in the right wing corner. Engaged upon by Savoy. The puck comes free. It's bouncing around in the slot. Will get to the line, but it was kept in by Radish. To the left wing corner to Gensel, now to Kucherov on the right side. Kucherov to the point to Radish. On the right to Kucherov, top of the circle, a shot, and the save made by Pickard with Gensel right in front of the net. Puck along the boards up to the line where Radish will keep it in. Right wing corner, Kucherov to Gensel, left wing point. Now to Radish on the right to Kucherov, across to Bjorkstrand, shot, and a great save made by Pickard coming across. Puck to the blue line, off the stick of Radish, it comes out, and will go down the ice.
Excellent job by Bouchard. Strong and firm, competitive on the puck. Help relieve some pressure there on the PK.
18 seconds to go in the man advantage. 1-0 Oilers lead here early in the second. Paul goes into the right wing corner. Around on the left to Hagel. To the left wing point. Dastu to the right. Sorelli's shot doesn't get through. And Janmark off the left wing boards and down the ice. Penalty is over. And Tampa 0 for 2 with the man advantage. So over 2 minutes gone here in the second period. 1-0 Edmonton leads. Emberson on the left wing to Hyman. He'll shoot it in. Goes to the right wing for Draisaitl. Got it to the middle of the ice, but Hagel broke it up to center ice. To Dastu, only got it to the Edmonton blue line. Draisaitl the other way with McDavid. In over the line, Draisaitl to McDavid. Went off the stick of Moser. McDavid's pass to the point, and that is picked off. Gonsalves will get to center ice, and he'll shoot it in.
Leon's got to shoot the puck there, Cam.
Rolls right to Pickard. He's got to cover it up. Gonsalves going to get into it a little bit with Regula in front of the Edmonton net.
Rip the guy's helmet off. That should be a penalty. Where's the consistency here? You've had a tight standard in this game. You look right at him, and they're talking to him as he goes off the ice. That should be a penalty.
I don't know.
Tried ripping the lid off. It's been a tight standard. You concede that, will you not?
Yeah, I just thought that was jostling in front of the net.
Okay.
Face off to the left of Pickard.
You have to be that guy.
I'm sorry. It'll be Draisaitl taking the draw. Puck goes into the slot, and it's Mangiapane up to center ice. He'll dump it in. Brins on the left. On Colson up against the boards. Littleberg is on him. Over to the right wing. Draisaitl trying to get to it first. He can't, though. As Gergensen's got it free. And Carlisle to Littleberg. And Littleberg, a right wing corner. Littleberg off the right wing boards, past Gord and out. Ekholm at the side of the Edmonton net. A long pass on the left to Draisaitl. Off the boards and in.
Boy, they run a lot of interference, Tampa. They're good at it.
On the left wing, Gergensen's will shoot it in. That goes...
Helps when you don't get called for it.
That's true. Puck on the left wing. Getting it out was Kulak. Goes off stick, rolls right down to Vasilevsky. Get it across to Littleberg. Up the right wing, and it hit Podkolzin as he was trying to get out off of the ice. That thing drilled him right in the leg.
Well, he does get bit a bit once in a while. Excellent finishing job by Frederick on the head. Braden Point's been at better than a point per game the last 7 seasons. He's basically at half a point per year this year, and he's still shooting over 2 shots per game. A little bit snake bit. -10.
Faceoff's going to be outside the blue line of the Tampa Bay Lightning. 1-0 Oilers lead. 3 minutes, 31 seconds gone here in the second period. Carlisle in his own zone for the Lightning up the left wing. That went off the stick of Gensel. Puck to the middle, and now Point had to wait for everybody to get onside. Comes into the Oilers zone on the right. Around the boards on the left near the blue line. It goes off of Emberson through the middle of the ice. Frederick got it through the neutral zone. Santini will go in behind his net, and he'll stop there.
Santini spent 10 years in the minors.
Here at center ice, going to be some fired up right now. As they battle for it right in front of the penalty box. Tomashik and Point. Point forced back by Frederick. Carlisle in his own end, up the left wing to Paul. Off the boards, goes to point, in over the Edmonton line on the left wing to the left wing to Carlisle's shot, and that goes off the stick of Roslovic, way over the glass and out of play.
Declan Carlisle played 3 years at Merrimack, the last 5 seasons with Syracuse in the AHL. I mean, they basically have, for sure, 3 of their top 6 out, probably 4. As they integrate Maxwell Crozier in a lineup. But Edmund, McDonough, Chernak, that's 3 of their top 4.
Face off to the right of Calvin Pickard. 4:25 gone here in the second. Oilers scored a minute 32 into the opening period. That's been it so far. Was Trent Frederick. Puck along the boards inside the Oilers zone. Regula on the right wing at center ice to McDavid. Dump it in behind Radish. Moser behind his net. Rims it. It won't get out. Goes to Wallman on the blue line. His shot comes in front. Saved by Vasilevsky. And he covers it up. Wallman put it to the net. The Oilers had some traffic. Roslovic was there, but Vasilevsky was able to cover it.
Well, he's a real good goalie. We know that. Probably top 5 in the league. Is that fair?
Yeah.
He's won 2 Stanley Cups. The Oilers are going to play goalies in back-to-back games that have won multiple cups. And unfortunately, the second one they're going to play, Sergei Bobrovsky, beat them in back-to-back cups.
He's off to the right of Vasilevsky. Was able to keep that offering by Roslovic out. Paul to take the draw. Puck goes into the middle of the ice, and it's Hagel out with it. Flips it off the right wing boards, gathers it himself inside the Oilers zone. Is passed back to the point, and that one got between Cirelli and Moser, and it comes out. Kucherov loops back at his own blue line to Radish on the right wing to Hagel. Now to Kucherov. He'll come into the Oilers zone to the right. Will shoot from the angle. Saved by Pickard. The rebound, and Pickard got that too. And Cirelli had a second chance, and Pickard covers it up.
Power on power here right now for John Cooper. He's going with his top line out against the McDavid line with Hyman and Roslovic.
Off to the left of Pickard. Shots now 11 apiece. Henrique to take the draw against Gord.
Bit of a push here from Tampa in this period. Edmonton's had the one good opportunity. Hyman down low.
Gord, right wing corner. Gord gets that puck out. The shot from the right side. Good stop made by Pickard off of Bjorkstrand, and it's into the corner. Ekholm around the boards. It's something on the glass. Went to Henrique. Got it out to center ice. Frederick just to the Tampa line. That's it. Moser. Cross ice. Missed Gord with it. Should be icing. And we get the whistle for ice, and 5 minutes and 39 seconds gone here in the second. 1-0 Edmonton leads.
Now comes Mangiapane, who I do think's played a little bit better in the last couple games. He had a stretch there where he was a minus machine. You say that, I mean, the Oilers overall as a team it's not pretty. They're minus 111 on the season. It's basically a goal a game. Of course, their goal differential isn't quite that bad because they've been pretty good on the power play. Though they've given up a couple shorties against 3 this year. Doesn't help the plus minus. Nor does the empty netters.
No, the empty netters, yeah.
Sucks the life out of you.
Puck on the point. Mangiapane, right wing, a backhand. That's kicked out by Vasilevsky with the right pad. Jurgensen's will get it out to the neutral zone. Along the boards in front of the penalty box. Draisaitl only for a moment. Puck went to Gord. He'll dump it in. It's in behind the Edmonton net. Ekholm up the right wing. That long pass onto the stick of Mangiapane. Taken to the right wing boards by Lilleberg. Puck top of the circle. And Paul up in the air and out with it. So Ekholm to Bouchard. Across to Matthias Ekholm. Ekholm's able to dump it in. Lilleberg turn it up the right wing. Can't get it out. It's kept in. It's Roslovic. Cross ice pass. It was in behind Draisaitl. Paul into the corner with it. to Dastu, rims on the left. Emberson kept it in to Podkolzin, a shot, and that just glanced off the glove of Vasilevsky. Puck on the right wing point. Emberson down the right wing, off a stick, goes to Vasilevsky. He's going to cover that. 6 minutes and 42 seconds gone here in the second period. 1-0 Oilers lead the Lightning. We'll be right back from the Benchmark International Arena here in Tampa. It's Ford Dealers NHL Hockey on the Oilers Radio Network.
Education is more than books and classrooms. It's about you. At Portage College, they partner with you to turn dreams into real opportunities. Whether you're starting your educational journey or changing careers, learn more by visiting portagecollege.ca. It's about you.
Steelhaus Triton, two legendary oilfield services brands, one powerful partnership. Rooted in innovation, reliability, and a steadfast commitment to excellence, Steelhaus is proudly 100% Canadian-owned and locally manufactured. With over 15 field service locations across the prairies and up to the Rockies, they deliver world-class energy solutions with unmatched responsiveness, helping their customers thrive in the most demanding environments. Steelhaus Triton, engineered for performance, built in Canada. Visit steelhausinc.com for more information.
If you ever find yourself needing collision repair, CarStar is here to help make accidents unhappen. Any make, any model. That said, there are some accidents CarStar can't make unhappen, such as accidentally waking a hibernating bear, accidentally biting into a raw habanero pepper, accidentally throwing a frisbee at a beehive. CarStar, Canada's trusted collision repair expert, is here to make car accidents unhappen. For a location near you, visit carstar.ca.
Education is more than books and classrooms. It's about you. At Portage College, they partner with you to turn dreams into real opportunities. Whether you're starting your educational journey or changing careers, learn more by visiting portagecollege.ca. It's about you.
All games, all seasons.
You're listening to the Oilers Radio Network.
Here in Tampa, Cam Moon along with Bob Stauffer. 1-0 Oilers lead. 6:42 gone here in the second period. Trent Frederick scoring in the first from Leon Draisaitl. Draisaitl with points in 5 straight to give the Oilers the 1-0 lead. Face off in the Tampa zone to the left of Vasilevsky. Roslovic, McDavid, and Hyman on the ice with Ekholm and Bouchard. All to take the face-off for Tampa. Nope. Something wasn't right. McDavid's probably going to have to take this face-off. Yep, Roslovic's out. They drop it. Puck goes to Roslovic to the right wing point. Bouchard will shoot. And a save made by Vasilevsky. Got it with a left pad as Hyman went to the front of the net. And out through the middle is Point for Tampa. At center, shoots it in. Pickard helps it around on the right wing. Moser in from the blue line. And McDavid able to get the puck just out to center ice. Shot back into the Oiler end. Ekholm to Bouchard. Spun to the boards by Gensel. Trying to get that thing loose at the top of the circle. In the skates of Roslovic and Point. And Roslovic grinds that thing free. Moser kept it in. Otherwise, McDavid was off. It goes to Point. A shot. And that's blocked. Goes to the right corner. And Roslovic bring it up to center ice now on the right to Hyman. And that's offside at the Lightning blue line.
Those little battles. It was a 3-on-3 compete drill. And Tampa Bay came away with possession, got themselves a good look. Connor thought he was going off on a 2-on-1.
Yeah, if that got past, he was gone. All right, face off outside the Edmonton blue line. Draisaitl, Mangiapane, Podkolzin. With Wallman and Regula.
They're winning a lot of draws.
A lot of them.
44% on faceoffs coming in, but they get Paul back. They're a different team.
Draisaitl comes into the Tampa zone, goes to the left wing corner. Rims on the right, Regula on the right wing point. A shot, glove by Vasilevsky, was going wide. It'll be a face-off in the Tampa zone.
Don't think Leon liked. Radish got inside positioning on him and angled him off in the boards. Darren Radish played for Chris Knobloch in Erie and again in Hartford in the American Hockey League. He is a pending UFA this year. Running their power play with Edmund out.
All right, Draisaitl out of the face-off circle and comes Puck Colson. Puck goes to Lilleberg and up the right wing for Kucherov. Comes over the Edmonton line, over to the left, stops top of the circle. His pass goes off of Regula to the left wing point. Dastu to the middle, to the right. Now it comes across to Kucherov, forced into the left wing corner. It's up to the top of the circle to the blue line. Dastu to Kucherov. He'll shoot it towards the net. It misses. Goes to the right wing point. Dastu.
Good play.
Yeah, that's given away, and it's Draisaitl to come out with it. He's got Mangiapane with him on the right wing. It is Draisaitl to the net, but it goes off his stick. Rolls through the crease. Wallman to Janmark. Down the left wing. Puck goes off his stick, comes free out to center ice, and Hagel will throw it across for Kucherov, but too far for him.
Janmark forced the pass there to Draisaitl. Should just put it towards the front of that. Would have a better chance to make a play.
Tomashik will dump it in. 1-0 Oilers. We're here in the second. 8:45 gone. Dastu inside his own end. The pass, there's nobody there. On the right wing, Carlisle got it up the right side, out to center ice. Puck in the neutral zone. Savoy for the Oilers. Janmark has to get it to sit down. He does. Now to Emberson. On the left to Kulak. Kulak at center ice can shoot it in. It's in behind the Lightning net. Carlisle around to Dastu, but missed him with it. So Tomashik along the boards, and Dastu is able to check him, and the puck comes to center ice to James, makes a move, almost got by Kulak. Kulak dumped him down, and it's going to be a penalty against the Oilers here. 9 minutes and 28 seconds gone in the second, and a tripping call going to Kulak. Edmonton about to be shorthanded.
Edmonton penalty number 27. 2 minutes for tripping.
And Nurse is still in the box here, right?
Yeah.
So that's another potential penalty killer. They got Ekholm and Bouchard out there. Bouchard's going to be long and long tonight.
Oiler penalty kill brought to you by Napa Auto Parts, proud partner of the Edmonton Oilers.
Connor might have got a skate looked at here.
Third power play of the game for Tampa. They're 0 for 2. Face off to the right of Pickard. Puck gets to the corner. It's up against the boards. Bouchard has it tied up. Now Bouchard rims it. Radish pulls it off the left wing boards. To the right to Kucherov. Back to Radish, but off the stick of Savoy. And Kucherov's going to keep it in. No, he gave it away. And it went off of Henrique's pass to the middle, though. Right to Point. And Point into the Edmonton zone. Down the right wing. Checked by Podkolzin. He'll shoot it down the ice. Good work by Podkolzin.
Where are the two places you never make a back pass?
Home and away.
Yeah.
Kucherov to center. Kucherov at the Edmonton line. Dumped down by Podkolzin, and the puck shot down the ice. Radish starting up. Crowd not happy with the Podkolzin hit, and the puck on the right wing. Kucherov into the Oilers zone, right wing corner. Kucherov centering pass off the stick of Podkolzin, goes over to Janmark on the left wing, and he'll get it all the way down.
It's the linesman. Yep. McDavid's out with Leon here.
45 seconds to go in the penalty to Kulak. 1-0 Edmonton, 9:15 to go in the second period. Gonsalves on the left wing at the Edmonton line. Gets the puck in on the right for Cirelli. His pass hit Draisaitl, but it's kept in. Dastu on the left to Hagel. Hagel looking towards, and they got a pass to the middle, and there was Bouchard to take it away, and he's got Draisaitl with him. And over the line, the pass to Draisaitl went off the heel of his stick. Would have had a great chance, and Hagel comes out with it. Hagel into the Edmonton zone. A shot and a save by Pickard. It's along the line. It will come out. Dastu to Cirelli. Now on the right, Gergensons, or make that Paul. Paul to the middle, and it goes off of Cirelli over to Paul. A shot and a glove save made by Pickard as Nick Paul with that chance right in the slot, and the penalty to Nurse is expired. And same for the penalty to Kulak. We're going to take a break. 8:28 to go here in the second. 1-0 Oilers lead the Lightning. From Tampa, it's Ford Dealers NHL Hockey on the Oilers Radio Network.
Rogers is Canada's most reliable 5G Plus network, so you can stream Edmonton Oilers games and see Leon scoring in Leduc. Watch Ty tie things up in Tofield. Or check out Connor doing Connor things in Kalmar. And even watch Stu steal the show while you're in Sedalia. Try saying that 3 times fast. Rogers, this is our game.
Hey, Paul Brandt here. You know, Alberta's a special place. From the Rockies to the Plains, it's a land of hard work and big dreams. If you're going to tackle it all, you need a truck that can keep up. That's why I can't say enough about my Ford F-150. It's more than a truck. It's a partner. Rugged toughness, serious capability, and smart features that make your life easier, like available Pro Power onboard. The Ford F-150. Get yours today at your Alberta Ford dealer, and tell them PB sent you.
Over the last decade, the world of work has changed dramatically. It's a change that can cause a disconnect between a company and its employees. But a partnership with Aon can help by making decisions that create a more flexible, engaged, and resilient workforce. Aon's experience and expertise, global understanding, and advanced analytics ensure that every client is better informed and better advised so that they can make better decisions. Whatever the next decade brings, Aon is in the business of better decisions.
Listen on air, online, and on the Radio Player Canada app.
This is the Oilers Radio Network.
Here at the Benchmark International Arena in Tampa, Cam Moon along with Bob Stauffer. 1-0. Oilers lead the Lightning. 8:28 to go in the second period.
Darnell Nurse back on the ice after sitting as 2-5-10. Again, we didn't like the instigator. At least I didn't like it.
I didn't like it either.
Just let the players settle it themselves.
That was just a fight. Should have been 5 each. Puck goes to Wallman off the draw in the Oilers zone. Up the left wing to Podkolzin. It's into the Tampa end. Off the boards into the left wing corner. Tampa now 0 for 3 on the power play. The Oilers kill off that one to Kulak. And the puck to the right side. Bjorkstrand to Gord, but it's in his skates. He's being pressured. Puck goes top of the circle. Now off of Mangiapane. Gord will get it up near the line. Draisaitl's going to keep it in. Lillibert on the right wing. Little backhand pass out through center ice. It's dumped into the Oilers zone.
Oh boy, Mangiapane got a good piece of Lillibert.
Yeah. Gord is after it on the forecheck. Lillibert really slow to the Tampa bench. It's in behind the net. Wallman has it for Edmonton. Up in the air through the middle. A bouncing puck. Bjorkstrand across. There's Draisaitl for Edmonton. Just got it into the Tampa zone. Radish. Well, puck turned over and in up the right wing. The pass comes across to McDavid and shot. And that goes off the arm of Vasilevsky to the right wing to the point. It's Bouchard down that right side towards the net. A shot saved by Vasilevsky. And the puck in the right wing corner. Flipped up in the air by Kucherov and out. 7:09 to go in the second. 1-0 Edmonton leads.
Holy cow.
Bouchard with it. On the right to McDavid. The left wing for Ekholm comes into that Tampa and down the left side. A shot and the save made by Vasilevsky. Puck up near the blue line where Cirelli can get it out. Missed Kucherov with a pass. Bouchard on the right wing. Off of McDavid. It goes into the Tampa zone. Carlisle behind his net on the right to Radish. Won't get it out. Frederick keeping it in. Across to Bouchard. His shot. That's blocked. comes out to center ice.
Tried the slap pass. He's just got to let it rip there.
Frederick into the Tampa zone. Long shot off of Radish, and it goes out of play. 6:22 to go in the second. 1-0 Oilers lead.
They blocked a lot of shots. 11-6 of the blocks for Tampa. Edmonton still trying. The Oilers still are nowhere near where they have been 5v5. Oilers are the worst 5v5 goal differential in the league going into this game. There's just not a lot of offensive mojo going.
Face off to the right of Vasilevsky. Henrique against Braden Point. And Henrique wins it. Kulak left wing is shot. That's off the stick, goes wide. Gullit pinched in. Gunther was able to, or Gensel was able to chop it out. And it goes off the stick of Savoy into the Tampa zone. Savoy after it on the forecheck. Gets to it.
Good work.
Goes in behind the net. Centering pass off a stick. Goes into the slot. Gensel to the right for Gonsalves. Gonsalves into the Oiler end. His shot off the arm of Pickard and out of play. Gonsalves down the right side on a rush and a good save by Calvin Pickard. We'll take a break with 5:54 to go in the second period. 1-0 Oilers lead the Lightning from Tampa. It's Ford Dealers NHL Hockey on the Oilers Radio Network.
In OilCountry, winning on the ice goes hand in hand with winning off the ice. With the Edmonton Oilers Community Foundation 50-50 presented by Rogers, winning can mean both a life changed and a life saved. Because every ticket purchase helps more kids, more families, and more communities in need than ever before. And with the largest jackpots in all of sports, you could become Alberta's next millionaire. Get your tickets right now at EdmontonOilers.com. Because when you play, all of OilCountry wins.
AGLC license number 744517.
During every Oilers game day, the Canadian Brewhouse is your hockey headquarters. Cheer on the blue and orange, surrounded by fans as passionate as you are, while sipping $1 off tankards of Molson Canadian and Coors Light. And that's not all. Every game day, you can enter to win Oilers home game tickets. So grab your crew, grab a seat, and make the Canadian Brewhouse your go-to spot this hockey season. The Canadian Brewhouse. Our house is your house.
Looking for top-notch dry cleaning? Holyrood Dry Cleaners in Edmonton has been family-owned for over 15 years. They're experts in tailoring, wedding gown cleaning, and leather and suede care. From coveralls to curtains to jeans and jerseys, they do it all. Enjoy the convenience of free pickup and delivery, as well as corporate discounts. Trust Holyrood Dry Cleaners for quality service that's been a local favorite for decades. Let them show you the best in town. Visit them at 9024 75th Street. Holyrood Dry Cleaners, where experience meets exceptional care.
All games, all season.
You're listening to the Oilers Radio Network.
Here at the Benchmark International Arena in Tampa, Cam Moon along with Bob Stauffer. We are in the Legacy Heating and Cooling broadcast booth. Legacy Heating and Cooling, home and no payments, no interest for 1 year. 1-0 Edmonton leads. First period goal by Trent Frederick. We got 5:54 to go in the second period. Face off in the Edmonton zone to the left of Calvin Pickard. Draisaitl, Janmark Tomashik on the ice with Nurse and Wallman. And Point will take the draw for Tampa. It'll go to the side of the Edmonton net. Wallman up the left wing to Nurse off the boards and out. Dastu turns it up the right wing and gets it out to center ice for Braden Point. Into the Oiler end. Up near the blue line. Point with a couple of moves. Gensel kicks it over to the right. Dastu behind the net for a point. Point to the blue line. Lilleberg to Dastu. A shot tipped on net. And the save made by Pickard as Gensel got his stick on it. Gensel out to Point. Across Lilleberg. A shot. Pad save made by Pickard. Puck to the blue line. Dastu let it go. That one went off. It went out of play, but that hit Tomashik. Or
Wallman.
Is that Wallman?
That's Wallman. That's a D.
Sorry, that's Wallman, yeah. Sorry, Tomaszek's right.
96.
I saw the 6. Yeah. I just saw the 6.
He's having a toughie.
Oh, he got drilled with that one. Yeah. He gets up slow and now goes to the Oiler bench. It hit Wallman and went out of play. Wallman got drilled the period before to the boards, and now he got hit with a puck here in the second. Like, gonna need a few ice bags when this one's over.
That one ate him up good.
Face off to the right of Pickard. Goes in behind the Edmonton net, over to Bouchard on the left.
No.
Up the boards, Kucherov picks it off, gives it to Hagel. Hagel to the right wing, and Bouchard on him, and it does come free. It doesn't get out, though, and here's Kucherov on the right wing to Cirelli, and couldn't handle that pass. McDavid to Roslovic. Now across to McDavid as he'll get to center. Now into over the Tampa line. Cutting to the middle across to Roslovic. Goes to the left wing corner. Roslovic to McDavid. Goes to the top of the circle, and Hagel's able to get it out for Tampa. And that should be offside, I guess. I thought it was.
Everybody in the building.
Everybody in the building thought that was offside. I guess not. Oilers get it out. Penalty coming up to the Lightning when they touch it, though. And they do.
Oh, that's kind of a weak interference call. Is that on Edmonton?
No. I think it's on Moser.
I understand why Moser's upset here.
Tampa penalty number 90. 2 minutes for interference.
That's a tough.
That is a tough call.
Well, you got to capitalize if you're.
Yep.
I'm not sure you necessarily deserve that power play, but you're going to get one here, and deserve's got nothing to do with it if you can score.
Oiler Power Play presented by Atco Energy, your trusted energy retailer. Learn more at atcoenergy.com. The Clint Eastwood reference wasn't lost on me. 1-0 Edmonton leads. 4:24 to go here in the second.
I'm telling you, you got Henrique out there. He's 58% on faceoffs. If you win the draw with him out there, actually it's going to be Leon. Who himself is at 57%.
He's up against Gord. And the Oilers win it. Bouchard in the middle on the blue line. Left wing to Henrique. Into the corner to McDavid. He'll go to the net. A backhand. Just put it wide. Bouchard dropped it behind the goal. And Radish is able to clear it through the middle and down the ice.
You'd like to see Connor score on one of those net drives like that.
Bouchard bumps it back to McDavid. On the right wing at center to Draisaitl. Forced to dump it in. McDavid poked it behind the net, but Radish was in behind the goal to the right wing corner, lost it to Henrique. Now to Bouchard on the left wing point. To Adam Henrique, top of the circle, left side.
Too slow.
To the corner to McDavid. McDavid to Draisaitl, the shot, and the save by Vasilevsky. The puck on the right wing. McDavid to the blue line to Bouchard. Bouchard on the right, into the corner to Draisaitl. Draisaitl to Bouchard. Bouchard to the middle of the ice. Left wing to McDavid. Getting away from Girgensons. Couldn't get a pass through the middle. Went off a Gord. Now Draisaitl has it right wing to McDavid. Goes in behind the Lightning net to the side of the goal. The puck comes loose in the corner. Gord will not get it out. That's kept in by Hyman. On the left wing, McDavid to Hyman. Back to the blue line for Bouchard. Bouchard on the right wing for Draisaitl. Draisaitl across to McDavid on the left wing point. Penalty over in 30 seconds. In front of the net, off a stick, just goes wide. 1-0 Oilers lead, 2:49 to go in the second. Puck sent to the blue line. Great job by Bouchard to keep it in. But his pass, it hit Gord, and Gord comes out with Girgensons, then missed Girgensons with a pass. And Draisaitl will bring it out for Edmonton through center ice. To McDavid on the right wing into the Tampa zone, right wing corner. Draisaitl to McDavid. And that goes into the corner, comes off the corner boards in front of the net. Hagel will bring it out for Tampa. And he'll get to the Edmonton blue line, checked by Ekholm. On the left wing, Dastu will shoot it in. Penalty done. Edmonton 0 for 2 on the power play, but they're up 1-0 with 2:08 to go here in the second period. Puck comes out to center ice. Hagel, the Morinville product, on the right wing to the line. That's off left side against Tampa.
Well, you'd like, again, didn't get a shot on goal in the power play.
No, it was a lot of zone time. There was nothing to the net.
You know who I miss?
Ryan Nugent-Hopkins?
Because he can read and react so well with Connor McDavid. That's who they miss.
Yeah.
Hey, Tampa misses Victor Hedman and Ryan McDonough.
Yeah, no, that's the NHL.
You got to be able to deal with it.
Yep. At center ice, Carlisle on the left wing. Off the boards, puck went right to Matthias Ekholm, and he will then shoot it in. It's in behind the Tampa net. Vasilevsky up around the glass, off of Gensel to the middle to point, into the Oilers zone, on the right to Kucherov, through the middle of the ice, and that misses everybody, and it comes out. Carlisle at his own line. Santini, and that's broken up at center by Savoy. He can shoot it in. Roslovic recovers it on the left wing. Now to Podkolzin into the blue line. Kulak, a shot saved by Vasilevsky with Frederick in front of the net. Gensel comes up the left wing. Gensel over the center ice line, shoots it in. Kucherov had to go off his stick. Emberson, right wing to Podkolzin, out through the middle of the ice. Dastu flip the puck to the right wing corner. It's in behind the Edmonton goal. Dastu's trying to get it loose from Emberson. We're up to the last minute here in the second. Puck comes out, goes to the blue line. Lilleberg, a shot just off of Pickard. He got enough of it. And it's along the right wing boards inside the Edmonton zone. It's top of the circle. James will get it free to Lilleberg. Doesn't have a shooting lane. Forced over to the left. Goes in behind the Edmonton net. Stops in the left wing corner now. Left wing point to James. Unable to keep it in. And it's out to center, now back into the Oiler end for Emberson.
Oilers need a change here. Leon doesn't even have his bucket on right now. He's sitting there.
Kulak, right wing to Emberson to Kulak. 24 seconds to go in the second period. On the right side to Draisaitl. And he got checked. Bjorkstrand to go after it in the right wing corner. It's in the Oiler zone. Podkolzin behind the net to Kulak. 10 seconds to go in the period. Kulak up the right wing to Draisaitl. On the right side to Mangiapane. Pass in front of the net. Doesn't get to Podkolzin. From the left side, he'll drill it wide of the net. And the period will end. And the Oilers, as they were after 20 minutes, up 1-0 here on Tampa after 40. A little tougher to get chances for Edmonton in that second period as opposed to, say, the first 10 minutes of the first period.
Yeah. There were lots of opportunities early in this game for Edmonton to add to a quick strike goal from Trent Frederick. That second period belonged to Calvin Pickard. He was really good. 12 saves on 12 Tampa shots. Lots of work still left for Edmonton to do. And they got to get the puck, I think, deeper and force Tampa Bay's inexperienced defense to turn and have to play pucks under duress. That's what Tampa's doing. They're putting Emerson and Regula under duress when they're out there in the back end for Edmonton. So 20 more miles. Need a good performance here. Need to stop the bleeding with this, the struggles here on this last couple games. And they got a chance to do it here tonight.
1-0. Oilers lead the Lightning after 40. It was Trent Frederick in the first period. It was only a minute 32 in. And that's been it so far. Brendan Escott, Rob Brown, they're standing by. They've got the second intermission for you when we come back. 1-0 Oilers lead the Lightning after 40 minutes. From Tampa Bay, it's Ford Dealers NHL Hockey on the Oilers Radio Network.
Wherever Canadians raise a glass, you'll find Molson. There's a good reason for that. When you've been in Canada for over 230 years, you get around in the cups and fridges of Canadians, generation after generation. Molson has a beer for everyone. So raise a glass or cup or whatever you pour your Molson in, because it doesn't matter what it's in. It matters where it's from. Canadian, export, ultra, excel, Molson. Everyone in. Must be legal drinking age.
Stay connected with your community and enjoy the latest updates and exclusive access to concerts and events by becoming an 880 CHED Insider. Don't miss out on a single moment. Sign up now at 880ched.com and click on CHED Insider Newsletter to become a vital part of Edmonton's premier news and talk community. 880 CHED, Edmonton's news, today's talk, where Edmonton stays informed and entertained today and every day.
This is At the Intermission on the Oilers Radio Network.
Now on the right, Gergensen to make that ball. Paul to the middle, and it goes off of Cirelli over to Paul. A shot and a glove save made by Pickard as Nick Paul with that chance right in the slot.
That's your highlight zone, brought to you by Century Casinos. All in, all games, all season. Century Casinos with 3 great locations in Edmonton, St. Albert, and next to Edmonton International Airport. Welcome to the winner's zone. No scoring to speak of in that second period, so the Oilers hanging on to a 1-goal lead through 40 minutes of play. We are at the intermission. Brendan Escott here with Rob Brown at the 880 Ched Studios. And Rob, maybe just your overall assessment of what you've seen so far, including a back and forth period in my estimation. A lot of big saves by Calvin Pickard to keep the scoreline what it is.
Yeah, I think the Oilers have come out with more emotion, more intensity in this game. I think they have been better detailed. You look at the offensive side of it, they're playing against a team that's missing a bunch of defensemen. The way you take advantage of that is playing the offensive zone. They've been dumping the puck in shift after shift after shift and getting a forecheck going, and it has created scoring chances. It created the 1 goal that was scored. And then on the defensive zone, no big mistakes, no huge ones where you're giving up the grade A scoring chances. No, Tampa's going to create some on their own because they got some fantastic forwards, and you understand that. But you're not gifting them anything. And when they do get their chances, Pickard has been very good, solid. I don't know if there's any 5-alarm shots that Tampa has had, but everything he is supposed to have stopped, he has. And there's been a couple there that you're, and he makes up big save. And there's a couple on the power play, point in the slot. There was Bjorkstrand from the offside on a one-timer. So not getting breakaways in 2-on-1s, but good looks by the Tampa Bay Lightning. He has made the saves he's needed and not leaving anything in front for second or third chances.
I wonder what you make of sort of where this game is being played and won right now. It seems to me that the Oilers, we talk about them losing some of the important areas of the ice and battles along the walls and that sort of things in games past. We haven't really noticed as much of that tonight. So, what are you noticing about is more of this game coming off of the rush? Are they possessing it in the O-zone more? What do you see?
Well, it seems that it's bad ice. And it's really on the bad ice, the puck is bouncing. We saw, for a great example, Leon Draisaitl's by himself.
Yeah.
Puck comes to him, and he can't control it. Connor McDavid gave the puck away on the power play. It looks like he just rolled off his stick. So when the puck is bouncing, when the ice isn't great, you try to simplify, and it becomes a slog. And I think what we're seeing out there, Kucherov really struggling tonight, turning the puck over, just because the puck's not laying flat. So now it makes it more important to win battles, win 50-50s, win at the blue line, make sure it gets out. When you get to the red line, make sure it gets in. In the offensive zone, make sure you have a high man so that allows your D-man to pinch off the boards. And the Oilers have done all those things. So this would be a game, because of the ice conditions, that seems to be played in the trenches. And that's something we haven't seen the Oilers win a lot this year. But through 40 minutes, both teams, I think, are fairly even. It's just the one big mistake that has been made in this game was made by the Tampa Bay Lightning, and Trent Frederick scored because of it.
Yeah, that is the difference right now. Still, the faceoffs have come back down to pretty much where we would expect, right in the middle of things. 17 out of 35 for just under 50% for the Oilers. Tampa has been a lot more physical, 22 hits to 12. And so with that in mind, I'll ask you this as well, Rob. Do you think that they've made it difficult enough on Tampa Bay's inexperienced defense? Do you think they've been under enough duress so far, or could they ratchet that up even more here in the third?
Well, you can always ratchet it up. The Tampa Bay Lightning, their defensive strategy is to make sure they have forwards back. When you have defense that are inexperienced, don't allow them to be stuck in the zone by themselves. Don't force them to make 40-foot passes. Have your wingers within 10 feet. Have your centermen within 10 feet, so that if there is a loose puck, the defenseman only has to worry about his man. The forward can come pick up the puck and clean it up for them. So, yes, the Oilers could continue to try to create chaos in the offensive zone, but do it controlled. Don't have a third man coming down low and cheating, and all of a sudden you're springing a Tampa Bay on an odd man break. So I think the Oilers have done a nice job. The shots, I think, are 19-17 or something along that line after two periods, and I'm trying to remember, maybe one odd man break the Oilers have given up in this game. So the Oilers have done a good job compared to what we've seen in this last little run where the Oilers have been bleeding grade A scoring chances against.
Still led in ice time by McDavid and Draisaitl here, at least as forwards go. Evan Bouchard's played just about 18 minutes tonight on the back end, and that leads things for the whole team. But I mean, something that Bob talked about in the pregame. Can you win a game without those guys having to be ridden as crazy and as often as they have been in games past? I would like to see them be able to do it, but this is going to be interesting to see them try and hold on to a lead rather than chase one down in the final 20 minutes.
Well, and maybe because they're not chasing down, maybe we will see them play with their own line mates the whole period. Instead of normally most games that we've been watching as of late, Connor and Leon would have been playing together already. Right now they are playing on separate lines, and that allows you to see, is Mangiapane and Podkolzin, can they play with Leon in a third period of a one-goal game? Roslovic and Hyman, is that what you want? And then, but more importantly, the third line, you got Frederick, Henrique, and Savoy. Do you feel safe with that as your third line in a one-goal game against a good Tampa team? So I think because the Oilers aren't chasing, you'll see Connor and Leon on separate lines, and we'll get a better idea of what some of these players are capable of doing in big moments. Because the way the Oilers season has gone right now, this third period is a big moment for the Edmonton Oilers.
Yeah, it certainly is. They've got a chance to actually finish this road trip above 500. In theory, if they're able to take care of business tonight, they would set themselves up to do that in Florida on Saturday, or in Sunrise more accurately. But we are in Tampa tonight, where the score is currently 1-0 for your Edmonton Oilers. Trent Frederick's first period goal, the difference so far. We are at the second intermission, and this is your Ford Dealers NHL Hockey on the Oilers Radio Network.
Hey, Edmonton. Big moves need big talent, and AMJ is your go-to partner. For all local residential and commercial relocations, AMJ delivers a smooth, stress-free experience. AMJ, your team for every move. Contact your local branch today.
Every year, Janet hosts a dinner. Some of her friends have lost their partners. Some can't make the drive to see their families for the holidays. So they come to her. In 2021, Janet's home was one of many in Western BC that flooded. It looked like her dinner wasn't going to happen that year. Until the Canadian Red Cross helped get her back in her home in time to host. Help keep traditions like Janet's alive this holiday season. Donate at redcross.ca and have your donation triple matched.
Edmonton knows great teams. For over 60 years, Chemco has helped build Canadian industry and invest in communities nationwide. Employee owned and operated, and with over 2,500 skilled tradespeople, Chemco delivers complete solutions as one partner with many strengths. From engineering to construction, commissioning to maintenance, safely and on schedule coast to coast. Chemco cares, and a commitment to quality, safety, and community drives lasting impact nationally and locally. Learn more at Chemco.com. Chemco, building industry, building Canada.
Hey, Edmonton. Big moves need big talent, and AMJ is your go-to partner. For all local residential and commercial relocations, AMJ delivers a smooth, stress-free experience. AMJ, your team for every move. Contact your local branch today.
With Global News, I'm Thomas Dias. BC opposition leader John Rustad says it's no secret that the province's Conservative Party has been speaking with Alberta Premier Danielle Smith about her proposed pipeline to the coast. The comments come after BC Premier David Eby said the BC Conservatives had been engaged in what he described as secret conversations with Alberta about the proposal. The Globe and Mail reported this week that Ottawa and Alberta were close to signing an MOU on a project that would allow some tanker traffic on the coast of BC. And on that note, a barge that started sinking off BC's central coast has been moved to safer water. The Heiltsuk Nation says crews began removing 25 containers today under a federally approved plan, beginning the retrieval after high winds delayed the work earlier this week. The near disaster has renewed calls for stronger marine emergency response on the coast. Heiltsuk leaders warn the system would struggle if tanker traffic was allowed to increase. And a BC Powerline bill that could have toppled the provincial government has passed by a single vote. The $6 billion project could power mines and an LNG plant in the Northwest, but the Greens and Conservatives say it's a subsidy for LNG and could run over budget. News on demand at 880ched.com.
Hey folks, Paul Brandt here. Around these parts, we work hard, play hard, and we demand the best. Sometimes you need a truck that's a cut above. The Ford Super Duty. Tough enough for any job with the style and luxury you deserve. It's as powerful as it is refined, with cutting-edge features that make every drive a pleasure. In short, this ain't your everyday pickup. The Ford Super Duty. Drive the finest truck Alberta has to offer today at your Alberta Ford dealer. And tell them PV sent you.
Do your tires feel like hockey pucks on the road? Perhaps it's time for a new set of Atturo tires. No matter what you drive, Atturo has the right fit for you, including the all-new Trailblade HT and AZ810, premium all-weather tires for your pickup, car, SUV, or crossover. You can rest assured that Atturo tires will get you through all 4 seasons. Available at Action Car and Truck, Point S, and tire shops everywhere. Find a dealer near you at atturo.com.
As the official medical imaging provider to the Edmonton Oilers, MIC ensures precision in every shot. And if you need medical imaging attention, you can count on MIC to get you back in the game. Whether it's a classic wrist shot, that is, X-ray, soft tissue scan, or advanced imaging, MIC provides timely and expert diagnosis. So go where the pros go and book an appointment at any of their 15 convenient Edmonton and area locations. Learn more at mic.ca.
This is At the Intermission on the Oilers Radio Network.
Time now for the out-of-town scoreboard, brought to you by Pizza 73, the official pizza of your Edmonton Oilers. All knotted up at 2 in Toronto between the Maple Leafs and Blue Jackets. That is with 6 minutes left in the third period. Canadians down a goal 5-4 to Washington on home ice. The Islanders blanking the Red Wings 5-0 in Detroit. Panthers 1, Devils 0 in Florida. In Philadelphia, the Flyers and Blues are tied at 2 in the dying couple minutes of that game. Blackhawks up 2 on the Kraken in Chicago. Rangers found a lead on the road here against the Colorado Avalanche. Just 1-0 on a JT Miller power play goal. The Golden Knights on a power play, but it's scoreless in Utah against the Mammoth. Later on tonight, you've got the Canucks hosting the Stars, the Ducks entertaining the Ottawa Senators, and the Sharks hosting the Los Angeles Kings. In the American Hockey League, it is the Bakersfield Condors with a 2-pack of games this weekend. A Friday-Saturday set home and home style against the Ontario Reign that starts in Baco, where they look to remain undefeated on Friday night. Quinn Hudson's having a heck of a go right now, up to a tie in the lead for rookie scoring in the American Hockey League with 15 points in 15 games for the young Hudson in the Oilers system. That is the out-of-town scoreboard, which is brought to you by Pizza 73, the official pizza of your Edmonton Oilers. In Tampa, again, we say Trent Frederick's first period goal, which came early, a minute 32 into this hockey game, is the difference right now, assisted by Leon Draisaitl. That is the only bit of scoring that we've had in Tampa. 1-0 the Oilers lead through 40 minutes of play. We'll send it back to the Sunshine State. Cam Moon and Bob Stauffer with third period play-by-play action. This is your Ford Dealers NHL Hockey on the Oilers Radio Network.
You've been listening to At the Intermission on the Oilers Radio Network.
Sportsnet Plus is your ultimate destination for Oilers games. Stream more matchups than anywhere else. Spectacular! Catch Oilers action all season. Plans starting at $29.99 a month. Subscribe now at sportsnetplus.ca.
Celebrating 70 years in the signage industry, William Huff Advertising is the most recognized name in the game. An in-house, one-stop shop for all of your design, print, and installation needs. William Huff provides quality graphic solutions for everyone. Here in our City of Champions and throughout the nation, they are the preferred signage partner entrusted by many of the biggest corporations, pro sports teams, and organizations to bring their identity to life. Recognize the name, get in the game. WilliamHuff.com.
Oilers Now with Bob Stauffer is your go-to for the best Oilers insights and amazing guests. From Ron McLean to Craig McTavish, no one else brings you closer to the action. Oilers Now, only on 880 CHED, the official voice of your Edmonton Oilers.
Experience the exciting casino action at 3 Century Casino locations. Edmonton, St. Albert, and Century Mile. Dine at one of their amazing restaurants featuring daily specials. Take in the ultimate game day experience at Selly Sports Bar and Lounge. Check out the best in live entertainment at any amazing location. Plus, enjoy a great selection of casino gaming options and off-track betting. Feel the thrill of live horse racing at Century Mile Racetrack. Don't miss a second of the action at Century Casino.
Sportsnet Plus is your ultimate destination for Oilers games. Stream more matchups than anywhere else. Spectacular! Catch Oilers action all season. Plan starting at $29.99 a month. Subscribe now at sportsnetplus.ca.
Listen on air, online, and on the Radio Player Canada app.
This is the Oilers Radio Network.
Here at the Benchmark International Arena here in Tampa Bay. Cam Moon along with Bob Stauffer. 1-0 Oilers lead, getting ready for the third period of play. Trent Frederick, the goal scorer in the first. The Oilers Hockey Fights Cancer 50-50. It's presented by Rogers, back with life-changing jackpots. The total jackpot right now, $266,000 and climbing. Our next lucky winner could be you. Get your tickets now at EdmontonOilers.com/5050.
Power on power to start this period. Cirelli, Hagel, and Kucherov going up against McDavid, Roslovic, Zach Hyman.
Puck shot down into the Oilers zone where Hagel will get to it. He's in the right wing corner. Hagel, he'll put it in front of the net, went off of Pickard. Moser in from the left wing point. Taken to the end boards. Kucherov across to Hagel. Oh my! Somehow Pickard kept that out. The puck to the blue line. Radish's shot. Saved by Pickard. The rebound rolls just wide. And the puck in the right wing corner. Kucherov, a shot saved. Made by Pickard is off and the whistle goes. We're 37 seconds into the third and somehow Tampa did not score.
Well, Calvin Pickard just bailed the Oilers out. That was a horrible start to the period. Way too easy on it. Tampa Bay only had 4 high danger scoring chances in the first 2 periods of this game. They just got 3 right now, and he just made a 10-bell save. That's an unbelievable stop for Calvin Pickard.
Amazing save by Pickard. Tampa comes awfully close. Face off in the Oilers zone to the right of Pickard.
It's funny. I don't think it's working with David and Roslovic. I would actually flip Mangiapane.
And get Roslovic back with Draisaitl?
With Draisaitl and Polson, yeah. Pickard's a veteran.
He's taking his time.
Yeah.
He's getting his mask reset.
But that's 4 shots here in the first 37 seconds of the period.
Yeah. Pickard just bought the Oilers a timeout. He's got his mask all.
Regula got some minutes here.
Yeah.
After basically Bouchard and Ekholm, Bouchard had a chance to make a play, and the puck kind of, I don't think the ice is very, it's not Edmonton's ice. It's just put it that way, right? I mean, you got one climate totally, it's like 80 degrees today.
Yeah.
Here. That's part of Edmonton's problem is they haven't shot enough on this ice. These guys will shoot.
Shot from the point. Oh, that hit Regula up high. Lilleberg let it go. That puck was on end when he shot it, and it went right up and caught Regula up high. TD forces out there quickly, but Regula's up on his feet quickly, and Lilleberg went over to tap him, too. He wasn't trying to shoot it like that at all.
The puck was rolling.
Yeah, it was rolling.
They'll likely need stitches.
And Regula right down the tunnel. Hey. Face off over to Pickard's left. Bouchard will step out there.
Would help if you win a draw here. Drop the puck stripes.
Odd Colson will have to take the draw against Point. Point wins it. Littleberg to the middle. A shot tipped in front. Doesn't get to the net. And Draisaitl can come out with it through the middle to Podkolzin. To Draisaitl into the Tampa zone. To Podkolzin, left wing corner. His pass to the middle. And Gensel can pick it off and get it out to Point. To Gensel. Into the Oilers zone. To Point. Forced to the left wing corner. The centering pass. And James couldn't get a shot. And Draisaitl will get the puck to center ice. Draisaitl into the Tampa zone. Littleberg on him. Littleberg takes Draisaitl down hard in the right wing corner.
How's that not a penalty?
Puck to the middle. Gastu to center ice. Now on the left to Hagel. Into the Oiler end. A shot save made by Pickard. That one hit him in the right shoulder. A high shot by Brandon Hagel. Kulak on the left wing. We'll get it out. Little bank. It'll go down the ice. It'll be icing against Edmonton. Savoy was coming out onto the ice, but he couldn't touch it. Didn't want to risk too many men on the ice penalty. We're a minute 38 into the third. 1-0. Oilers lead the Lightning.
Like Littleberg basically tackles him and slow foots him. Got inside position underneath leverage and then threw him to the ice. I don't know in what league that's not a penalty. That is a terrible non-call by a very inexperienced officiating crew tonight.
Puck in behind the Edmonton net. Emberson around the left wing. Past Santini. It gets out. Carlisle on the right to Gonsalves. Into his own end to Santini. He'll go in behind the Lightning net. Santini steps out on the left. Carlisle, the left wing to Gonsalves, and that's offside at the Edmonton blue line. Well, Tampa Bay, a couple of great chances in that first minute of this third period. And Calvin Pickard, some huge saves.
Well, it's been a rough start here for Edmonton.
Intensity level of the Lightning goes up here in the third with them down 1-0. Tomashik to take this draw. They'll win it to Bouchard. Cross to Ekholm. Ekholm at the Tampa line. Shoot it in. That's rimming on the right. Hits a skate that was going towards the Tampa net. Vasilevsky wasn't quite back there yet. Bjorkstrand on the right wing to Gord. Gord into the Edmonton zone. And behind the net to Gergensons. Gergensons over to the left wing. To the left wing point. Carlisle into the left wing corner to Bjorkstrand. Now to Gergensons. Rim it back to Santini on the right wing point. Into the corner for Gord. Gord around the boards to the left side. Unable to keep it in was Carlisle. The puck comes out. And it's in the neutral zone. Chopped into the Edmonton end by Gergensons. Pickard's got to play. Up the left wing to Nurse. Got it out through the middle. Radish with it inside his own blue line for the Lightning.
Lightning to pick. Edmonton's got nothing going right now here.
Sorelli will go in behind the Edmonton net to the right. Sorelli to the right wing point. Over the stick of Radish and down the ice. That goes.
Force him.
Vasilevsky, the right wing, but there was McDavid to keep it in. Radish goes into the corner, tries the other way. This time Kucherov will get it out through the middle to Sorelli, to Hagel, into the Oiler end, across to Kucherov, in front of the net. That hit a leg, went wide. The puck on the left wing, and bringing it out for Edmonton will be McDavid. Into the Tampa zone, looks towards the net, stops on the left wing to Nurse. He got tied up, couldn't get a shot away. And Sorelli out through the neutral zone, off the stick of Hagel, right to Ekholm. Oilers make a change. Ekholm into the Tampa end. He's all by himself. He'll wait. He'll get to the left wing corner. On the right wing boards to Draisaitl to the point. Bouchard blasts a shot. Vasilevsky the save. And the puck in the right wing corner. Radish up the right wing for Hagel. Hagel will get it out down the right wing point. In over the line point with a nifty little move for Gensel. Gets his stick lifted. And it is hacked out to center by Ekholm. 1-0 Edmonton. 4 minutes, 10 seconds gone here in the third. Puck shot into the Oilers zone. Ekholm out through the middle.
Quick shifts for Edmonton right now.
Lilleberg on the right wing to James. Comes into the Oiler end right wing corner. Dumped down by Kulak. Puck on the right wing to the point. And Lilleberg had it go off. His stick comes out. The puck hits center ice. Draisaitl battles along the left wing boards. Gensel at his own line for Dastu. Across to Lilleberg. Right wing to point. Weaves his way into the Oilers zone. Down the boards on the left. Emberson breaks it up. Draisaitl to Kulak. Left wing to Savoy. Just got it to the line. Puck goes to Kulak. And to Emberson in his own end. Teams make a few changes. Ty Emberson across to Brent Kulak. Off the left wing, Henrique directs it in. He'll go right to Vasilevsky and into the corner. He gave it away. Here's Savoy with a chance. Save made by Vasilevsky. Gonsalves up the left wing. He'll get it out long pass to Kucherov. Into the Oiler, and he's trying to drive to the net. Nurse forced him off of it, and the puck goes into the right wing corner. Gonsalves with it in his skates. 5.5 gone here in the third. 1-0 Oilers lead Tampa. Trying to get this thing free, still have it up against the board. Savoy and Gonsalves.
Got to win the battle here, Cam.
Still got it in their skates. Paul and Nurse also there. Does come free. Frederick off the right wing boards and out, and it's Bouchard on the right wing, but he got hit hard along the boards by Carlisle, and the puck brought in by Paul down the right wing. Goes to the right wing corner. Along the boards to the point, and Dastu on the left. The one-timer, great save by Pickard coming across as Radish let it go. Kucherov out of the right corner. Checked on the play by Savoy. It's up against the boards inside the Edmonton zone. Gord jammed it free, goes into the slot. Moser off the bench, has it on the left wing. To the point to Gord, a shot hit. Somebody in front and just played wide of the net by Gonsalves. Kulak off the right wing boards and out. Won't be hard enough for icing. Moser chasing after it. McDavid got his stick in there. The puck goes to the left wing corner. Now up the right side. Getting it out. Gord to the blue line. Bjorkstrand had it hacked away from him.
Oilers D looks tired. They're starting to back too much instead of taking time and space away.
And the Lightning go offside at the Edmonton line, and we get the whistle. We can take a break. 6 minutes, 57 seconds gone here in the third. 1-0 Oilers lead the Lightning from the Benchmark International Arena here in Tampa. It's Ford Dealers NHL Hockey on the Oilers Radio Network.
Meet Joe. Joe knows that a happy partner equals a happy trip. Joe booked a room through Edmonton's besthotels.com and scored up to $225 in rewards. Hello date night, fancy dinner, the works. Joe is smart. Be like Joe. Visit edmontonsbesthotels.com to book your next stay in Edmonton.
The same AI-powered technology that helps Oilers fans move through security efficiently at Rogers Place is also available for Edmonton area schools, hospitals, and workplaces. Evolve Technology, proud partner of the Edmonton Oilers and official security screening partner of Rogers Place, helps identify potential threats and create safe experiences at hockey games and wherever people gather. Visit Rogers Place to experience Evolve live or check out evolve.com for more information. That's EVOLV.com.
Drivers seeking power, performance, and unbeatable value don't need to look any further than Freedom Ford. From the legendary F-150 to the rugged Bronco, the versatile Bronco Sport, and full lineup of SUVs built for every adventure, there's a perfect ride for every driver and every lifestyle. With financing rates starting at just 0%, hitting the road has never been easier or more affordable. Visit Freedom Ford on 75th Street in Edmonton and experience the thrill of driving your dream vehicle today.
All games, all seasons. You're listening to the Oilers Radio Network.
Here in Tampa Bay, Cam Moon along with Bob Stauffer. 1-0 Oilers lead. 6:57 gone here in the third period. Broadcast brought to you by Ford, official partner of the Edmonton Oilers. Ready, set, Ford.
Shots are 7-2 for Tampa in this period.
Well, they've ratcheted it up a bit here in the third. Face off outside the Edmonton blue line.
They go power on power here.
Yeah.
David Draisaitl and Hyman for a shift. A little bit surprising.
Up against the Hagel, Sorelli, Kucherov trio. And the puck, the Edmonton blue line. Ekholm on the left wing, off the boards and in. Hyman runs into Moser. It's in behind the net. McDavid to the right wing point for Bouchard. In behind the goal to Draisaitl over to the left. A bouncing puck into the skates of McDavid. It goes top of the circle to Draisaitl. Draisaitl into the slot. Hyman to the left wing point to Ekholm. And didn't get much on his pass into the corner. Radish will get it out. Hit Kucherov and escape with it. Now Moser to Hagel. He'll get it in. He couldn't get it to Sorelli. Puck in the left corner comes out. Kucherov shot. And the save made by Pickard. He held on. And everybody gathers right in front of Calvin Pickard. 1-0 Oilers here in the third. 7:37 gone.
Oilers just won't shoot the puck in the offensive zone when they have a chance. And Tampa's down by a goal. They're desperate. You don't have to possess the puck. You are allowed to score another goal.
It would be preferred by Oiler fans.
But it's hard to score if you don't shoot.
It's true.
And they've had a couple, they seem to want to play the puck back behind the goal. And the Oilers have had a lot of offensive zone possession time. Number 1 in the league. But they're only 15th in shots on goal. What does that tell you? Per game.
Not shooting.
Regula back out there.
Yep. Good to see. Gets it up the left lane. Took the puck up high here in the third period. As it comes out to center. Gensel to point into the Oiler end on the right wing. Stops on the right wing boards. To the point. To Gensel. A shot. And that one went off Lilleberg. Now towards the net. And a save made by Pickard off the left wing. And Regula will get it up in the air and out. Dastu to Lilleberg in his own end on the right wing to James. Not a point. Point through the middle into the Oiler end. It goes to the right to James. To the blue line. Dastu on the right. The one-time shot by Lilleberg over the Oiler net. May have gone off the stick of Nurse. And Regula able to steal. And he'll get up to center ice and dump it in. Vasilevsky will set it in behind the net. Dastu. That is pass blocked. Gets it back down to Lilleberg. And he'll go in behind the goal. Lilleberg to Dastu up the left wing. Now Paul gets checked. So it's Draisaitl. He into the Tampa zone left wing side. His pass in front off. His stick comes across. Paul left wing will get it out off of Bjorkstrand. 1-0 Oilers. We're here in the third. Just about 9 minutes gone here in the period. Puck in the neutral zone. To Emberson, up the right wing, off of Mangiapane. It goes into the Tampa bench, and we get the whistle. Oilers in Florida on Saturday. Back at home on the 25th, which is a Tuesday, against the Dallas Stars.
And Monday will be Edmonton's first practice in almost 3 weeks. They'll have a CBA mandated off day on Sunday. This team's exhausted right now. Played the most games in the league. This after.
Got the Olympic break, so everybody's condensed.
Yeah, this after playing basically having the most games, most travel in the league the last 2 years. Stanley Cup final last 2 years. Florida, of course, the victors.
Yeah.
And they pulled away a bit. Games 5 and 6 last year against Edmonton.
Radish at center ice. He'll shoot it in. Rims on the right. Bouchard off the boards. Hagel comes in there for the Lightning behind the net to Sorelli. Right wing to Kucherov to the right wing point. Radish a shot, and that's wide. He got all of it.
That has some heat on it.
Puck along the right wing. Kucherov out through the middle, but through the skates of Sorelli, and it comes out. Moser at his own blue line. Right wing to Kucherov. Missed Sorelli with it. Bouchard on the right wing. To Hyman, he'll dump the puck in as it goes in behind the Tampa net to the right wing to Radish. Radish out through the middle to Gord. And that's offside. Kucherov was in a little bit early. 10-14 to go in the third. 1-0 Oilers leading the Tampa Bay Lightning. Face-off outside the Edmonton blue line. Oilers with a couple of overtime wins, 3 losses on this road trip. Nurse inside his own end to Regula, now on the right wing for Frederick. Gets the puck in on the right side for Tomashik on the right. His shot, and that launches off. A stick goes out of play. Face off in the Tampa zone to the left of Vasilevsky. Hasn't been really busy here in the third period.
No. 2 shots.
Calvin Pickard's been busy.
They've really amped up their game.
Yeah, they have. Puck goes to the blue line. Nurse waiting. Goes over to the left. He'll shoot it towards the net, and that's off the stick of Vasilevsky. It goes out of play. With 9:55 to go in the third period, we can take a break. 1-0 Oilers lead the Lightning from the Benchmark International Arena here in Tampa. It's Ford Dealers NHL Hockey on the Oilers Radio Network.
Looking for custom flags, banners, or canopy tents? Aurora Flags and Banners has a dedicated team to provide you with custom solutions and quality products. Aurora Flags has proudly serviced Canadian businesses and organizations for more than 30 years. Get a quote today at auroraflags.com.
Wherever Canadians raise a glass, you'll find Molson. There's a good reason for that. When you've been in Canada for over 230 years, you get around in the cups and fridges of Canadians, generation after generation. Molson has a beer for everyone. So raise a glass or cup or whatever you pour your Molson in, because it doesn't matter what it's in. It matters where it's from. Canadian, export, ultra, excel, Molson. Everyone in. Must be legal drinking age.
Hey, Paul Brandt here. Big skies, rugged landscapes. Now that's Alberta in a nutshell. And if you're looking for an SUV that can keep up with this place, check out the Ford Bronco. Built for those who crave adventure, with serious off-road capability and style to spare. Whether you're hitting the mountain trails or exploring the back roads, it's the perfect ride for those who want to experience everything this province has to offer. The Ford Bronco. Adventure awaits at your Alberta Ford dealer. And tell them PB sent you.
Looking for custom flags, banners, or canopy tents? Aurora Flags and Banners has a dedicated team to provide you with custom solutions and quality products. Aurora Flags has proudly serviced Canadian businesses and organizations for more than 30 years. Get a quote today at auroraflags.com.
Listen on air, online, and on the Radio Player Canada app.
This is the Oilers Radio Network.
9:55 to go in the third. 1-0 Oilers lead the Lightning. Cam Moon along with Bob Stauffer. We're in the Legacy Heating and Cooling broadcast booth. Legacy Heating and Cooling. Home and no payments, no interest for 1 year. Face off in the Tampa zone to the right with Andre Vasilevsky. McDavid, Hyman, and Frederick on the ice with Ekholm and Bouchard. Paul's taking the draw for Tampa. Goes to the top of the circle. Kucherov will get it out. Right wing to Hagel. Hagel into the Oilers zone to Kucherov to the middle. To Radish. That was a bouncing puck. He couldn't handle it. And McDavid gets it loose. Got it up to the blue line. And Hagel dumped down. It's underneath him. He squeezed it loose. And it's Hyman out to center ice. Hyman into the Tampa zone on the left wing. He's up against the boards. Puck goes to Trent Frederick. Frederick, he's the goal scorer in this game. Out to the slot to Bouchard, and he shot it wide. McDavid picks it up, goes to the right corner. Up to the top of the circle, a shot, and that's off of Vasilevsky into the corner. Sorelli over to the left wing boards. Kucherov swings it through the middle to Hagel. Now on the left is Sorelli. As they crisscross, that's offside at the Edmonton line with 9:04 to go here in the third. 1-0 Edmonton leads. What a chance for Radish to have that hop over his stick.
Yep.
As he was about to have a clean look to the net. Roslovic will take the draw. Roslovic, Savoy, and Henrique. Puck Puck goes to Emberson, to Kulak, to Emberson. On the right wing, went off of Roslovic into the Tampa zone. Carlisle behind his net. Santini ramps it up the right side and down into the Edmonton end it goes. So Emberson retreats behind his net. On right wing, off the boards and in. Getting to it was Savoy. Chopped it towards the net, goes off his stick over to the left wing. James can't get it out. Puck to the right wing corner. Santini has it for the Lightning. Skates in front of his net. And now we'll go across to Carlisle, up the left wing, and just off the stick and into the Edmonton zone. And it'll be up to center ice. And Savoy takes a hard hit from Lilleberg. Dastu through the middle. Dastu into the Oiler end. Left wing for Point and a backhand just off the pad of Pickard. Left wing's Roslovic. Now on the right, Regula will dump it into the Tampa end. Draisaitl after it on the end boards. Gets to it. Kicks it over to the left wing to the blue line to Nurse. Nurse will shoot it towards the net. Hit a stick. It goes wide. Gonsalves will attempt to get it out, and he does. 7:45 to go here in the third. 1-0. Oilers lead the Lightning. Pocket center ice to Podkolzin. Give it to Regula at his own blue line. Left wing to Mangiapane. Will shoot it in. It goes up into the air to the left wing corner. Podkolzin in on the forecheck. At Mangiapane on the right wing to McDavid to the blue line. Bouchard blasts a shot. That hit somebody in front of the net. The puck along the right wing. Near the top of the circle. Bouchard dumped it in behind the goal. Vasilevsky to Lilleberg.
I wonder if that got Podkolzin again.
Might have. Lilleberg up the right wing to Bjorkstrand. The Edmonton blue line is batted out of the air. Off of Ekholm. It goes in behind the net. Bouchard rimming it. Paul will get it out to the slot. Gonsalves can't get a shot. Not with Ekholm right there in front of him. And the Oilers able to clear it. Moser inside his blue line for Tampa, across to Radish. Steps up to center and just drills that in, but didn't get much on it. He went to hit it, kind of missed it. It's cleared out. Gord, left wing to Girgensons. Into the Oiler end, goes to the left wing corner. Girgensons in behind the net, over to the right.
Well played by Bouchard.
Bouchard takes him to the boards.
Got to support him there.
Goes in behind the net. Douglas after it on the forecheck. Puck goes to the right wing near the top of the circle. Moser off of Ekholm. Loose puck to Matthias Janmark. Janmark on the right to McDavid. To the line. That's not going to get out. Moser on the left to Gord. Gord swings it around on the right. Radish from the right point to the right corner. The shot. And that looked like it may have gone off the mask of Pickard. And the puck along the left side. Radish has it in the corner. To Yanni Gord. Gord behind the net for Girgensons. Cycles the puck to Douglas. They got it tied up in the corner. Kicked loose by McDavid. Ekholm only got it to the boards, and Radish is there. To Girgensons on the left point. A shot towards the net does not get through. It is cleared out by Ekholm. The Oilers desperately need a change. They'll get one now. 5.5 to go here in the third. 1-0. Edmonton leads. Trent Frederick scoring in the first period. Moser, long pass for Hagel. Missed him. It's icing against Tampa. Oilers were hemmed in there for a bit. No real good chances, though, for the Lightning.
Again, we've not seen Jake Wallman here in the third period. Jake got drilled by Curtis Douglas in the first period. Darnell Nurse stepped up and fought him. And then Jake got drilled by the puck in the second period. Looked like to be the unprotected part of the leg.
We saw him skate a little bit during a commercial timeout. 19,092 here. Sold right out. Benchmark International Arena in Tampa. Puck lifted up and out. And Hagel bringing it in. Long shot, and that goes off of Kulak and out of play. We're going to take a break. 5:14 to go into third. 1-0. Oilers lead the Lightning from Tampa. It's Ford Dealers NHL Hockey on the Oilers Radio Network.
Believing in yourself takes confidence. At Portage College, 93% of grads say their education gave them the skills and knowledge they needed for their careers. That's the kind of confidence that leads to great results. Learn more at portagecollege.ca.
The Edmonton Oilers Community Foundation 50-50, presented by Rogers, is back and better than ever. With more early bird prizes, bonus raffles, and million-dollar jackpots, the largest 50-50 in professional sports can change your life forever. And every ticket purchase helps more kids, more families, and more communities in need than ever before. Get your 50-50 tickets now at EdmontonOilers.com and help make OilCountry a better place. Who knows? You could be Alberta's next millionaire.
AGLC license number 744517.
40 years strong in Western Canada, Pizza 73 has been serving up the pizza you crave. From their famous pan pizzas and golden crispy wings to bold new creations like stuffed crust and the all-new volcano pizza, they keep bringing the flavor. Born in Oil Country, made in Oil Country, they're proud to be serving Edmonton since 1985. Pizza 73, the official pizza of the Edmonton Oilers. Order now at pizza73.com.
Believing in yourself takes confidence. At Portage College, 93% of grads say their education gave them the skills and knowledge they needed for their careers. That's the kind of confidence that leads to great results. Learn more at portagecollege.ca.
All games, all seasons. You're listening to the Oilers Radio Network.
Here in Tampa, Oilers up 1-0 on the Lightning. 5:14 to go in the third. Cam Moon along with Bob Stauffer.
10-3 the shots into the third here for Tampa. Edmonton's second back-to-back out-of-town scoreboard. Pizza 73. Edmonton's next opponent, the Florida Panthers, and they beat New Jersey. They do not have Jack Hughes. 1-0 the final there. We saw how good Jack Hughes can be against Edmonton early in the year.
Face off in the Oilers zone to the right of Calvin Pickard.
James Blanton.
All right.
He's obviously liking what James is doing tonight.
Draisaitl will take the draw for the Oilers. Draisaitl wins it. Emberson in the right wing corner. Hit by James. Loose puck to Kulak. Goes in behind the net. Cross to Emberson. Emberson out through center ice. That goes off of Draisaitl into the Tampa zone. Lilleberg on the right for Gensel. Gensel goes cross ice. Dastu up the left wing. Directed in by James. McDavid around the left wing boards, but that was kept in by Gensel. Puck in behind the net. Out to Gensel. Great save made by Pickard. Puck to the line. Dastu over to the right for Lilleberg. That skips off his stick. And Draisaitl will get it out. And he'll get a pass on the right to Mangiapane. A shot. And the save made by Vasilevsky. And it goes out of play. Good chances at both ends of the ice.
Well, best chance of the third period here for Edmonton. Draisaitl on a long stretch after Colson dug the puck out after Lilleberg misplayed it. But what a play by Jake Gunsel to create a wonderful opportunity for Tampa. And Calvin Pickard with another terrific stop.
Face off to the left, Vasilevsky. Roslovic, Hyman, and McDavid. With Nurse and Regula. Puck goes to McDavid on the right wing. Right wing corner to Jack Roslovic. Hit by Paul. McDavid gets it loose to the blue line. Regula shot, and that goes off of Vasilevsky, and the puck cleared, and it gets to Hagel at center. It'll go across to Radish. He'll shoot it in.
They're bombing the puck up the ice every chance they get.
It's top of the circle in the Edmonton zone. McDavid out with it. Radish stood up. Roslovic. Puck goes into the Tampa zone. 4 minutes to go in the third.
8 shifts here for the Oilers.
Radish on the right wing. The right wing off the stick of Kucherov. Pickard helped it around, but Cirelli is there. His pass that clatters off a few different legs goes right to the net. The save made by Pickard. He had it in the glove. After that thing was chopped up into the air, went off of Kucherov and right into the glove of Calvin Pickard. 3:47 to go in the third. 1-0 Edmonton leads.
Well, there's no question the Oilers are fatigued. Again, they don't have Jake Wallman, who's one of their better skating defensemen. They're having to play Regula and Emerson here a fair amount. Those guys are basically the 6-7 right shot Ds.
He's off to the left of Pickard. Puck along along the boards on the left. Ekholm up to the line and out. Dastu forced back by Frederick. Puck goes to Henry. Comes into the Tampa end. Goes to the right wing corner. Point takes him to the end boards. Lilleberg on the right wing for Gensel. And Gensel will get it out. The puck in the neutral zone. On the left side, just goes into Lightning territory. Dastu on the left to Point. Will come into the Oiler end. He's in the high slot. Comes over to the right wing. Cross ice pass for Dastu on the left wing point, and then gave that away to Trent Frederick. He'll get it out.
Trent's got to make more of that there. He's got to get it deep. Didn't get it deep.
Point into the Oilers zone on the right. Taken to the boards, and getting it out was Mangiapane, and then he got tripped up by Carlisle.
Carlisle got away with the non-call there with under 3 minutes left in this game. That should have been a penalty.
Right wing to Point into the Oilers zone. Point looking to the net. A shot save made by Pickard. The puck will roll to Pickard. He'll cover it up with 2:46 to go in the third. Edmonton up 1-0 on Tampa Bay. Vasilevsky looking to the bench right now.
I'm wondering if he's going to pull him this early. The D-zone draw. Oilers have come on a bit in face-offs in this game. They've now won 57% of the draws.
Face off to the left of Pickard. Draw, puck gets to Kulak. We'll get it across on the right. Mangiapane made sure that it was out. Lilleberg at his own line to Moser on the right wing. Now to Paul. Comes into the Oilers zone. To the right wing corner. He'll pull to the middle. Scores. Paul goes upstairs. Short side. Ties the game at 1.
Can't back in. Backed in. Play by Paul, but somebody's got to force backside.
His first game back. It's his first of the year.
Seems to be a little bit of a delay here from Edmonton. They're looking at an offside. I think he's going to call a timeout to see if it was an offside.
Possibly. I don't know. Arms up in the air now.
Way to get a point, Cam, no matter what.
17:28, time of the goal by Nick Paul.
It's too bad. Pickard's giving him a hell of a start.
It is his 200th career point.
Edmonton timeout.
Now Edmonton timeout.
I mean, they just fly their guys up the ice, but that was a slow developing play. And Nick Paul was just given time and space and
made good on it.
All right, that looks offside.
That is, we just got to look at it upstairs. That's awfully close. Yeah,
awfully close to offside.
Yeah,
this is a tough call here.
Yeah, you got to make sure. You got to make sure you got it.
I don't think they're going to risk it.
Okay.
Don't want to be shorthanded here.
Moser and Lilleberg pick up the assists on the goal by Paul.
I mean, those are not the guys that you would think would get you in the end.
We're tied at 1. On the right wing, Kucherov off the boards and in. Bouchard off of Roslovic. It comes out. Radish with it at his own blue line.
Got to get a point, Cam.
Out of Hagel. That's swept out past him, though. Radish got to turn on it across to Moser. Through the middle, that is one touch to Cirelli. Give it to Kucherov. His cross-ice pass, that's broken up. But Podkolzin got his stick lifted now on the right. Cirelli to Kucherov. A shot! That's off the pad of Calvin Pickard. Draisaitl through the middle to Roslovic. Out to Draisaitl at center to Bouchard to Draisaitl. Cross ice to Roslovic. Is centering pass broken up. Podkolzin has it on the right wing. To Roslovic behind the net to Draisaitl. Minute and a half to go here in the third. Tied at 1. Pass to the middle. And Hagel had it hit him. Kucherov will get it out. At center ice will dump it in cross corner. Out from behind his net is Brett Kulak. Kulak up the left wing, off of Mangiapane. Dastu chases after with Henrique right on him.
Don't over-pursue here. Just stay in your lanes.
Right to Lilleberg, but then Savoy kept it in. Gensel on the left to Point. Point into the Oiler end. Down the left wing. Goes in behind the net. Last minute here in the third. Tied at 1. Right wing corner. Gave the puck to James. James is centering pass. And Point can't get a shot. James gets it back. James at the line. Dumped down. And it's cleared out as McDavid with the hit. Shot back into the Oilers zone. 40 seconds left. To Nurse up the left wing to Henrique. Henrique will flip it into the right wing corner. It's in behind the Tampa Bay net, and on the right side, Radish around the boards, off of Ekholm and out. 25 seconds left here in the third. Bouchard, right wing to McDavid, off his stick and in. Flying in, there's Frederick. He got there before Moser. He's pinned on the boards. Gets loose. Gonsalves to the left wing corner. Gonsalves up the right wing for Paul. It's too far for him. It'll go down into the Oiler end and behind the net. And a centering pass, but the third period comes to a close. A late goal by Nick Paul at 17:28 of the third has tied the game up, and we're going to need a little extra time. The Oilers and the Lightning tied at 1 after 60. When we come back, we'll have that OT for you from Tampa Bay. It's Ford Dealers NHL Hockey on the Oilers Radio Network.
Discover the many ways to connect with 880 Chad. Whether you're on your Google Nest saying, "Hey Google, play 880 Chad," or talking to your virtual assistant on Amazon Echo with a simple "Alexa, play 880 Chad," we've got you covered. From Siri to Alexa, Bixby to Cortana. No need for the old transistor radio. Just say, "Play 880 Chad" on your smart speaker and stay connected to what's happening in Edmonton right now. 880 Chad, Edmonton's news, today's talk.
Listen on air, online, and on the Radio Player Canada app.
This is the Oilers Radio Network.
We're going to need some extra. Oilers and the Lightning tied at 1. We're going to OT. Oilers are 5-2 in 3-on-3 overtime, 0-2 in shootouts, so 5-4 overall. The Tampa Bay Lightning 2-2 in 3-on-3 overtime. They haven't been to a shootout yet, so 2-2.
Oilers have won 57% of the faceoffs. They got dominated in the first period, but they've been pretty good since then. And you know what they say, possession's 9/10 of the law come overtime, and against Carolina, Edmonton won the draw and won the game. 25 seconds in. We know it's going to be McDavid, Draisaitl, Bouchard for the Oilers. My guess is they have Hagel and Cirelli out there for Tampa. Cirelli's a really good defensive centerman. Played against McDavid in the 2015 OHL final. Oshawa won that. They have to change some rules as a result of that series. And then, of course, Cirelli scored the 2 goals against Kelowna and Leon Draisaitl.
Including the OT winner.
2-1.
Yeah.
Hagel, Cirelli.
Yeah. Moser.
And you know these guys, these 2 guys for Team Canada, they're going to compete, Cirelli and Hagel.
Get the first possession. Draisaitl wins the draw to Bouchard.
Ice looks slow, Cam, I got to tell you. Cannot pass up shot opportunities.
Puck goes to McDavid, and he'll wheel through the middle now down the right wing into the Tampa zone to Bouchard. Right wing point. Goes to the middle of the ice. He shoots it. It's blocked. Puck comes in front of the net. Moser has it now for Tampa. Moser goes in behind the net. Just underway here in overtime. Moser on the right wing to Cirelli. Cirelli to Moser. They crisscross as they get out through the neutral zone. Now to Kucherov, who's come out onto the ice. Kucherov back into his own end on the right wing to Point. He might have a line to the net on the right side. Great save made by Pickard. He got it with a blocker. And a long pass by Bouchard. Oh, it's too far for McDavid. Then the pass to Point. That misses too. So Bouchard into his own end.
Connor's extending the shift here.
Draisaitl coming out of the Oilers zone. Just over a minute gone here in overtime. Draisaitl into the Lightning end on the right wing. His pass to McDavid to the left. Goes in behind the net with Radish on him. Shakes him off. Comes over to the left wing. McDavid to the blue line. It will come out. Nurse has it. Oilers will change the forwards.
Get it to Roslovic. He can beat guys.
Roslovic and Hyman are out there with Nurse. And the pass to Nurse. And he'll come in down the left wing. Nurse in the shot. Save made. The rebound. Score. Oh, how did that stay out? Vasilevsky got it with a pad. Now on the right wing. Radish to Gensel. He scores. Tampa wins it 2-1 in overtime. Unreal. Vasilevsky with an amazing save. And Tampa goes the other way and wins it in OT.
Jack Roslovic scored 2 overtime winners. That's a sitter, and Vasilevsky just made an awesome left pad save, and then...
That's incredible. I can't believe he got his pad on that from Roslovic.
I wondered whether or not they would challenge Hyman clattering in, and then Radish a good play across.
Gensel makes the shot. Gensel gets his 12th of the year. And Tampa comes back to win it 2-1 in overtime. That is incredible. Oh. It looked like Roslovic was about to end it. And Vasilevsky had to elevate his pad to get that. It's an incredible save. Jake Gensel ends the game as the Lightning rush the other way. Radish and Kucherov with the assists. And Tampa wins it 2-1 in OT.
Tough one.
Yeah, tough one. The Oilers played pretty well. Got a good start at a Calvin Pickard.
Pickard was good.
Yeah, very. Had a chance to win it in overtime. A glorious opportunity to win it in overtime. You don't. Tampa does on their good chance. So what are you going to do? But played well.
I mean, you got to finish that off. Roslovic knew it right away. Pickard ended up with 33 saves in this game. He gave the Oilers a puncher's chance. David looked fatigued in tonight's game, as not. Got to back off the minutes for Connor and Leon. The problem is, got to get more guys involved. I did think Frederick had a good game tonight. Thought he was, pretty good, but pretty disappointing loss. You get a lead, 3 minutes left in the game. Kind of let Nick Paul, who's always been a good player. He's a 2-time goal scorer with Tampa, but you let him just walk right in there, and they finally got one past Pickard. And then what a save by, and the Tampa Bay bench charged off the bench, and they didn't go to Gunsel. They went to Vasilevsky.
Well, unreal. Great save by Vasilevsky. That is an all-timer at that point in the game to save the game, as it looked like Jack Roslovic was about to put it in what seemed like an almost empty net. And Vasilevsky gets his left pad and has to elevate it while he's down on the ice. It's super athletic play. And it leads the rush the other way. Jake Gensel.
The Oilers had the Oilers were really good in the first. They had a bunch of chances. Didn't like the way this game was officiated at all. It's a loser's lament to whine about officiating. So what I would say is Edmonton had their chances, and Gunsel can finish. But they all pointed down because I know Vasilevsky bailed them out with a great save. And unfortunately for Edmonton, they came up a little short tonight. Much more competitive performance overall. And now you go to Florida.
Yeah.
I'm just watching this again.
It's unreal. Hey, that's an incredible
I'm sure
thing.
they would have challenged Hyman clattering into the goaltender on the plate. They might have even waved it off. Whatever the case. Then they come right back down the ice and score. All right, Cam. Florida coming up. Florida are not going to have three very good forwards. Two-thirds of their top line. They don't have Sasha Barkov. They don't have Matthew Tkachuk. They also don't have Eetu Luostarinen, who's a tremendous third-line player. We saw that last year with Lundell and Marchand. I have a feeling there'll be a fair amount of chirping in that game, especially coming from the Florida players. The Oilers are just going to have to recalibrate and get ready to play and try to find a way. Get a win, you're still 500 on the road trip, and you will have played 16 of your first 24 games on the road. I don't think there's any question tonight. The Oilers looked exhausted. It's a brutal back-to-back, and I'm not the biggest fan of 7-game road trips. And, there's some teams, Detroit for a number of years, never had more than 5-game road trips. The Scorpion from Vasilevsky, and the Oilers lose the game.
Yeah, amazing. 2-1 the final. The Lightning defeat the Edmonton Oilers. Trent Frederick scored in the first for Edmonton. His second of the season from Leon Draisaitl. Nick Paul scores at 17:28 of the third. His first of the season in his first game of the season. And then Jake Gensel after the amazing save by Vasilevsky. Gensel gets his 12th of the year to win it in overtime. So Tampa improves to 11-7-2 on the year. Edmonton drops to 9-9-5. 2-1 the final. The Lightning over the Edmonton Oilers. Rogers Postgame Show is coming up next.
Exclusive live interviews, expert analysis, and game highlights. This is the Rogers Postgame Show. Once again, here's Bob Stauffer on the Oilers Radio Network.
Littleberg will go back for it. Up the boards, gave it away. Draisaitl in front. Scores! Trent Frederick got the pass from Draisaitl, and it's 1-0 Oilers.
Well, that is a big goal for Trent Frederick. He did not have a point in his 19 previous games. Didn't think about it, just let it rip. There you go. That's the Century Casino Highlight Zone. All in all games all season. Century Casinos, 3 great locations, Edmonton, St. Albert, and next the Edmonton International Airport at Century Mall. Welcome to the Winter Zone. We could have done a highlight package in this game from Calvin Pickard. Trent Frederick, the lone goal scorer for Edmonton, his second of the year from Draisaitl. Several great saves from Calvin Pickard in the third period, but ultimately Nick Paul scored with under 3 minutes left, and then right after an unreal save by Vasilevsky, Jake Gunsel comes back on a 2-on-1, finishes it off. It's 12th of the year. Oilers lose 2-1 in overtime. This is the Rogers Postgame Show on the Oilers Radio Network.
Hey, Oil Country. Stranded in the snow? Stuck on the side of the road? Or just locked out of your ride? Visit OilCountryTowing.com, Edmonton's most trusted 24/7 towing and roadside rescue team. Oil Country Towing will get you going.
Rogers is Canada's most reliable 5G Plus network, so you can stream Edmonton Oilers games and see Leon scoring in Leduc. Watch Ty tie things up in Tofield. Or check out Connor doing Connor things in Kalmar. and even watch Stu steal the show while you're in Sedalia. Try saying that 3 times fast. Rogers, this is our game.
Hey, Oil Country. Stranded in the snow? Stuck on the side of the road? Or just locked out of your ride? Visit OilCountryTowing.com, Edmonton's most trusted 24/7 towing and roadside rescue team. Oil Country Towing will get you going.
You're tuned in to the Rogers Postgame Show on the official voice of the Edmonton Oilers, 880 CHAD, and on the Oilers Radio Network.
No Alberta Blue Cross Travel Insurance Goal of the Game. Health, dental, travel. We got the coverage you need. Visit ab.bluecross.ca. And for the smart play of the game, it's brought to you by Catelli Smart Pasta with all natural ingredients. It's the smart move for your next meal. Look for the all natural ingredients flag on the box the next time you shop. We'll give that to Leon Draisaitl for the primary assist on Trent Frederick's goal. Rob Brown, the Oilers had a real good first. They played the night before. The game tilted in the third period. It was really all Tampa Bay, and I think the Oilers showed some fatigue. Calvin Pickard gave his team a puncher's chance tonight, didn't he?
He did. I don't know if there's an Oiler that needed a bigger game than Pickard did. A lot of players have struggled, and the record shows that. But Pickard has really had a slow start to the season. He needed a big game tonight, and he gave them one. One of the biggest reasons the Oilers were able to steal 1 point out of this game was the way he played. The save that he made on Hagel, diving across, it looked like a sure goal in the third period. It's unfortunate that the puck was able to get by him. The Paul goal, that was to be more on the defensive players, as it was a 1-on-4 really, and Paul was able to slide in there and put it upstairs. But Pickard was excellent. As for the game, there's some things that you love about this game. You love there was more energy, there was more desperation. This game turned a little nasty, and the Oilers showed up in that regard. There was players that were leaving the ice with injuries and finding a way to get back on the ice. Trent Frederick found the back of the net. So there were so many positives in a game, and it's just unfortunate that one of the world's greatest goaltenders makes a save that turns what could have been a fantastic night into just an okay night.
All right, full day off tomorrow after the back-to-back. Florida on Saturday, and look, they're down some good players too.
No, the Oilers may have some injuries, but they do not have the injuries that the Florida Panthers have. But the one thing that we know about the Florida Panthers from seeing them the last 2 Stanley Cup Finals, the reason they won is their depth. They've got other players that step up. They won a game tonight again, 1-0. That's how they're going to want to play against the Oilers. They're going to want to have a low-scoring game. I imagine it'll be Bobrovsky that plays, and we know how good he is and what he's capable of doing. The Oilers need rest tomorrow. I agree. They did look tired as this game moved on. Unfortunately, the way the National Hockey League is, they don't get a lot of rest, but they got to find it. And as you said, the one thing that they could have is they could have a 500 road trip on one at times has not looked great, but if you win in Florida, you go home feeling a little bit better about yourself the way this has gone. But there were a lot of positives in this hockey game tonight. This was the best battle level that I've seen the Oilers put together. Like even when the third period, when it was going against, and there was still battle, there was still physicality, there was still desperation, blocking shots. Those were good things moving forward.
Great stuff, Rob.
Sounds good, Bob.
This is the Rogers Postgame Show on the Oilers Radio Network.
At Brent, our job description is whatever you need to succeed. Expert support, parts when you need them, and financing that fits on the compact construction machines you want. Equipment, expertise, value, delivered right to your door. We do it right at your site. Call your Brent dealer to book your demo today.
From backyard rinks to big arenas under bright lights, electricity powers every moment. At Capital Power, we generate reliable, affordable electricity for oil country and beyond, powering innovation, opportunity, and thriving economies across North America. Just like our Edmonton Oilers, we're driven, determined, and lighting up the game. We're powering change by changing power. Get to know us at capitalpower.com.
Whether you're building a home, a community, or championship team, it doesn't happen overnight. It happens one step One shift. One brick at a time. Coventry Homes. Never done building. The official builder of the Edmonton Oilers. Proudly celebrating 50 years. Visit coventryhomes.ca.
This is the Rogers Postgame Show on the Oilers Radio Network.
All right, let's go to the Pizza 73 out of town scoreboard. Here we go. Pizza 73 is the official pizza of the Edmonton Oilers. Washington Capitals got a hat trick tonight from Alexander Ovechkin. They beat the Canadiens 8-4. So in back-to-back nights, Washington scores 15 goals. The Islanders pound the Detroit Red Wings 5-0. Flyers win 3-2 in overtime over St. Louis. Blues continue to struggle. Columbus, a 3-2 victory over Toronto in overtime. Florida, a 1-0 victory over the Devils. Edmonton and Florida on Saturday night. Of course, these two teams met in the Stanley Cup the last 2 years. Seattle up 3-2 on Chicago. That's in the third period. Rangers up 2-1 on Colorado. That's in the second period. Vegas leads Utah 2-1. That's in the second. Sharks up 1-0 on the Kings. That's in the first. And Dallas up 2-1 on Vancouver. That is in the first as well. Here, great start from Calvin Pickard. Gave his team a puncher's chance. But Nick Paul tied it with 2:52 left in third period, 1-1. And then after a scorpion brilliant save from Andrei Vasilevsky off Jack Roslovic, Jake Gunzel on the transition ripped home his 12th of the year. And the Oilers lose 2-1 to Tampa Bay. This is the Rogers Postgame Show on the Oilers Radio Network.
From the first time on skates to wearing a special jersey passed down through generations, Sentinel Storage is here for you. Store your sports gear to create space for all life's adventures. Try 4 weeks free at sentinelstorage.ca. Proud partner of the Edmonton Oilers.
Hey, Paul Brandt here. You know, Alberta's a special place. From the Rockies to the Plains, it's a land of hard work and big dreams. If you're going to tackle it all, you need a truck that can keep up. That's why I can't say enough about my Ford F-150. It's more than a truck. It's a partner. Rugged toughness, serious capability, and smart features that make your life easier, like available Pro Power onboard. The Ford F-150. Get yours today at your Alberta Ford dealer and tell them PB sent you.
From the first time on skates to wearing a special jersey passed down through generations, Sentinel Storage is here for you. Store your sports gear to create space for all life's adventures. Try 4 weeks free at sentinelstorage.ca. Proud partner of the Edmonton Oilers.
Let's go to Molson Cup 3 Stars, presented by Molson, the official beer of the Edmonton Oilers. Whether it's Canadian Ultra, Export, or Excel, or is a Molson with your name on it, you must be of legal drinking age. Third star tonight, Andrei Vasilevsky. He made 22 saves, including a scorpion off of Jack Roslovic in overtime. Huge. That led the transition the other way. Calvin Pickard gave the Oilers a puncher's chance. Stopped 33 at 35. He's tonight's second star, Jake Gunzel with the GWG in OT. The Rogers Postgame Show is heard following each of our NHL broadcasts. Edmonton, Florida, Saturday night. It's a 5 o'clock Mountain Standard Time puck drop. For my play-by-play partners this season, Cam Moon, along with Jack Michaels, Rob Brown, Brendan Escott, Aidan Gannum. Studio producers Kellen Kennedy and Eamon Hashem. Kellen at the helm tonight, and our engineer here in Tampa Bay, Ray Bryan. Bob Stauffer saying so long. Oilers drop to 9-5 on the season. They lose 2-1 to the Lightning in overtime.
The Rogers Postgame Show is heard following each of our NHL broadcasts. Portions of this exclusive broadcast are brought to you by Ford, official partner of the Edmonton Oilers. Ready, set, Ford.